She got Betty Davis eyes. Alright. Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Malice Reacts. Today we have finally at last one of the channels has produced something, and this would be the Paranormal Files. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody here in the States, and let us see what they're up against. I believe it is a... yes, State Penitentiary, Nevada State. So let's have a look and see what they're in for tonight. Let's go.
For years, going on paranormal investigations across the globe, searching for answers to life's toughest and darkest questions. I've visited many haunted prisons during my paranormal journey, and some have been darker, more haunted, more violent than others. But the Nevada State Prison in Carson City, Nevada, was a place that I'll never forget. Not only because of the violent poltergeist activity we experienced that night, but because of what took me over while I was inside of the building. This night will live on in infamy forever.
How you doing? My name's Chris. Welcome to Nevada State Prison.
Chris.
In 1976, there was one of the biggest riots. Harold and Ralph, they did die right here. They are here. Beware of ghosts. There's a reason why we have this. There's a murder here. The gentleman that was in this cell ended up bleeding out right here. These are all the guys that were gassed.
I think, honestly, we have ever done a place that is haunted by ghosts and aliens.
And women and children and blobs and shadows and skinwalkers. We got it all.
On tonight's episode, we're at one of the most haunted prisons in all of America. There's something bad here.
They killed me.
This is evil.
Injected.
It's fucking warning us.
Are you trying to attack Colin right now?
This is scarier than Brushy. This is scarier than Missouri.
Music.
Files, we're at one of the most haunted prisons in all of America. The old Nevada State Prison. Prison has some of the darkest history we've ever encountered. There were murders, there were suicides. And deep inside one of these buildings
Suicides, I'll say the word.
Where over 50 people were put to death.
I don't care. As far as I'm aware, YouTube's technically shadow banned me anyways. The only reason I'm getting any notice is because I'm doing paranormal stuff,
extremely
and
dark
I'm a
and
VTuber
disturbing
on top.
investigation in Nevada's most haunted property. I'm Colin Brown, and you're watching the Paranormal Files. Okay, guys, right now we are in Carson City, Nevada, and we are headed to one of the most haunted prisons in all of America. And it's right there, baby. The old Nevada State Prison. That is fucking massive, dude.
This place is like not very I mean it's an old prison, but I mean it just went out of mission not too.
They've been to plenty of prisons and they've been in plenty of different weird places. I have to say this one feels like the most legit get it out of our town kind of prison. Like they legit seem to have placed this thing as far out in the boonies as they possibly could. Which is kind of interesting because you see that in modern prisons, but you don't see that in the older prisons, which tend to be in the middle of cities and villages these days. I also just saw a car, but I don't think it's anyone of interest here. I think it's just somebody else parking to visit one of the neighbors. Anyhow, continuing.
2012
Yeah.
is when it officially shut
It was
down.
about the same time as Crescent.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of different things from this place.
so
People that I
just
know that
over
have
11
visited.
years ago.
Omar Gosh. Omar says that this is one of the scariest places he's ever been to. Even today, the people that we're meeting that are going to give us the tour have been saying that the spirits are already active. They're moving things. They're yelling at them. Holy fuck. I don't know why we keep doing these prisons, man. They are terrifying every single time. The energy is nothing but dark.
It's good content.
I mean, like, Jesus Christ.
I'll tell you why
massive.
we have to keep doing them, because these guys like them too much.
Yeah, you guys love the prison,
Keep
so
on
here
watching.
we are.
Yeah.
Going to prison again, baby.
Jesus.
Well, I don't know. I'm excited and a little bit freaked out for this one.
Okay.
Just, I mean, executions, murders, torture,
Here we go
lobotomies.
again.
This prison's history is, I think, the darkest
nasty.
personally that we've ever dived into. Without further ado, I say we check ourselves into jail.
How did you check yourself into jail?
Oh, that's what we're gonna do tonight.
Let's go
Always
commit a
check
felony
in,
and then we
like
go to
maybe
jail.
one day
Yeah,
you'll
quick
never
felony
check
before
out.
the video shoot.
Yeah.
Who's down?
We do it for you guys.
Yeah, it's all for you.
It's all for you, Dave.
Okay, let's do this, man.
Jump
Boom.
smack. They made an
So
over
with
reference.
every single prison that we investigate, we go into it knowing that there's going to be a dark energy. But with Nevada State Prison, this dark energy was darker than what we've ever encountered. I'm pretty sure that in this video, the spirit of a killer, a possible serial killer, tried to enter my body. And you're going to see that in the footage. I mean, the end of this video is like the climax to a horror movie that has no resolution. It's terrifying. This changed fundamentally the way I look at all this stuff, and I'm going to talk about that at the very end. But definitely looking back at it, we were not prepared that day for what we were about to go up against.
So after Missouri State Penitentiary, it being my first prison that I had done an investigation at, I didn't know how much creepier a prison could get until this night at the Nevada State Penitentiary.
I'm still curious because it keeps catching my eye. Who the hell is she? Just saying, it's a little odd. It's some sort of old-timey photo or something, or at least by the design of it. Maybe some sort of dancer. I don't know, but since I started noticing her like about a month ago, it's just like what's that about? I understand the Ouija, some of the Ouija and old school art around here and all that. I think some of it might have even been commissioned by them. But I noticed there's a few old-timey photos, and for a reason, she's like almost full-frame center here. Like, every time. Not sure what that's about, but it just keeps catching my eye. Anyway, continuing.
Penitentiary. You're going to see in this video that there's something in the Nevada State Penitentiary that is just downright scary.
So first, as always, guys, once we got to the prison, we had
see.
to meet with the local teams,
I will say,
the building
though,
managers,
a lot of the
everybody
prisons do
there,
have some crazy
and
activity.
learn the history of the
For
building.
multiple reasons.
And this is some of the most interesting history we've ever learned about. There's violence, there's
One thing
riots,
these
there's
boys do best,
shootouts,
history.
and
Let's
obviously
go.
there are serial killers and executions. So, yeah, buckle in because this history is disturbing, it's dark,
It's gonna
and
be a bumpy
it's
ride.
very, very compelling.
How you doing? My name's Chris. Welcome
Hi,
to
Chris.
Nevada State Prison. Basically, the Nevada State Prison in this area, Nevada was a territory back in the 1860s. In around 1860, a gentleman by the name of Abe Curry built a hotel in this general location. And the hotel was a sight to see. People would come from everywhere in this territory of Nevada. In around 1862 or so, the territory of Nevada decided they needed to house prisoners. Because back then, I imagine their federal law enforcement would arrest prisoners but have nowhere to take them. So they started leasing land from Abe Curry in the hotel. And they were actually housing inmates in the hotel. And obviously, housing inmates in a hotel is bad for business. So the state was able to procure the prison. They decided that there was some kind of conflict between who owns that area. And ultimately, there was a settlement reached where the state of Nevada now and the legislature in the state acquired the prison. And they started building this. This stone was quarried from behind the wall here. There's a stone quarry in there. And at the time, this was level ground with stone. They quarried all these stones and made all these buildings that are in Carson City. This prison, the assembly, the governor's mansion, all these different buildings.
I see
The
the
Nevada
German
State
shuttle.
Prison started operating. Marshals would come from everywhere, and they would bring their inmates to the prison that would house many different types of inmates. Local crimes, those inmates are here. Federal, everybody was coming here because back in the day, this was the only lockup there was. Once the inmates
area,
came in
yeah.
here, the prison started getting overwhelmed. They started filling up to capacity, which was very small, and they started to grow the prison. So the prison patchwork grew until there were many wings, there was multiple areas for inmates, and when you have more than one inmate, you're going to have to start keeping them busy. And that's where they came up with the mining of the stone.
So just so we have a frame of reference, there's a northeast marker on this end of the prison building right here. We do believe that was the hotel itself in that area. Underneath the ground, there's geothermal activity, heating those springs and the water over here. The hotel was able to capitalize on that. They made baths, they made social events, things like that. If you guys want to step into the prison, I'd love to start taking you on the tour of the inside.
I don't see why not.
Let's do it.
I mean, natural hot water source,
right.
that's pretty good. Yeah.
And where's just so I can get a shot
It's
of
just
the
that they
foundation?
bought a large property right there to build a prison, so everything just kind of dried up for them, I guess.
So back in the day, masonry was fairly popular. And masons have a way of building things. North and east are popular in masonry. So in construction back then, the northeast corner of a building would be the foundation and the starting point for construction of buildings, stone buildings. And that was in this area right here where this nail is in the ground. They call it a marker. And that marks the northeast corner of the beginning of that project.
So it went from here and then expanded into that.
And so back in the day, the wagons or whoever would come in here, they'd bring the prisoners through the streets or the road, the dirt roads. There was none of the fencing. The street was right there, or the roadway. They'd come in here, they'd wagon them over to that area right there where it says courthouse. There's an arch there, and that's where they would intake the prisoners. There was never a roof on that area. It was just a wall. You'd go through there, you'd be checked into the prison, and you'd go right into the prison yard. And they came in through that area over there.
Right there.
So at some point during the life of the prison, the warden started being chosen by the governor. And the governor, it was a privilege to be the warden. For quite a while, the lieutenant governor was the warden. And if you held the position of lieutenant governor, you were also the Nevada State Prison warden. That house right there is where the warden lives. That's the warden's house. Currently, that's a shell. There's nothing much in there. Maybe some timbers. But at some point, I think the Preservation Society wants to rebuild it.
Certainly looks
Fair
creepy.
enough.
Oh, yeah.
That, with all the sealed up windows.
If you don't like spiders, don't go in there. Spiders are in
hell
there.
no.
Well, I am going to steer clear of that.
off
building.
limits for this.
You and me
guy.
both. Hell no.
Okay, let's head on in.
Someone else can fumigate that son of a gun.
So we'll just walk outside here, and I have somebody to introduce you to.
Okay.
Susan, look who's here.
Hey.
Colin, hey, welcome.
see you.
Yeah, you too. Welcome to NSP. I've been wanting you to come out here for a long time.
Well, we're finally here.
Good.
And,
Finally,
yeah,
here.
I haven't even
Hello.
been out. I came out and looked at this. I mean,
Yeah, this is
how
wild.
insane is this?
This is huge.
Right? There's a lot of history here, you guys. And these are my good friends. Again, Michelle, Karen, and Tammy Benjamin. Thank you. They're docents as well as Chris. But boy, do we have history here and a lot more to tell you about paranormal. Are you ready for the history?
I'm ready.
Always.
We're never not
I
ready.
mean, if there's any strong point to this
All right.
channel, that's
Well,
what
let's
this
start
is.
this way.
So let's go.
As you see, you guys, we do have a cave over here. A lot of people say that that
Oh,
cave
yeah, look
was
at that. Back
used
of the
for
history,
Eugene
it's all
Austin,
quarried out.
who was a Native American. However, he didn't stay in this cave, but maybe the one behind it. The reason why he stayed there is because he was up in the cell house and he would throw his feces, he'd pee on everything, he'd throw his food. They could not keep him under control. So what they did is took him and put him in the cave. He sat in there for 7 years. He did go blind, but he's the only one that had a lobotomy. So he spent 33 years here, you guys. 33 years, the longest living prisoner to be in NSP. After lobotomy, they sent him to California, and that's where he died. People say, so is that haunted? No, it's not. He, I think, had some mental issues. When he killed his own Native Americans, they had no other idea what to do with him but send him here. and
Right.
unfortunately, it wasn't a good place. Next, are you ready for the
Not a
culinary?
good place, but he was
Yeah.
not
All
obviously
right.
a very good guy
So, Colin,
either,
I don't know if you
whatever the
want
issue
this now,
was.
maybe later, but Michelle saw that amber light come out of this and go up
Yeah.
right here.
You want to
Can you tell that right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was investigating the culinary with my friend Aaron, and we got crazy activity immediately when we went in there. And we, let's go do something else. So we wanted to go somewhere else because we wanted to go check out the other places. And I opened that door over there, and I walked out, and exactly right here. Have you ever seen Star Trek?
Yeah.
You know, the beam me up Scotty
Oh,
shit?
yeah.
Well, it was a gold amber tube, and it shot straight up right in this area. And then I'm like, oh my God, I have to get I went to go take a picture, and it dissipated. It disappeared.
Gone.
Wow.
Never seen anything like that in my life.
Yeah, what do you
Wow.
think that was?
I think it was extraterrestrial. I
So-
really do. I mean, I've seen a lot of things, and this is something that I questioned. It's not ghosts, it's not spirits, it's extraterrestrial. Even different energies, I've felt that.
I mean, obviously, there's no lights or anything that would come
No, not
straight
in this
down.
area.
Dark
So what the hell
outside,
did
and
she
it
see?
lit this whole area. I was like, oh my God. Oh, I thought I was like going to heaven or something, I was like, what the hell? Am I going to die? Or what is this?
And then
But
it
yeah.
went away because you're trying to take a picture instead of getting into the
Yeah, I'm
light.
like, she's like, oh my God. My friend Aaron's like, oh my God, what is that? She's like, that. We're like this. And I went to my phone and it's gone. It was freaking
Yeah, I
gone.
don't think I've ever seen something like
Oh, I've seen some crazy stuff.
that. That's a
Okay.
perfect introduction.
I've seen
to
some
the
wild
building.
things. Matter of
Right?
fact, that
So
my
this is the culinary,
my big
you
one,
guys.
the
In
one that I saw, I'm still not
1976,
convinced
there was
whether
one of
it
the
was
biggest riots here, okay?
a ghost or
you
an
had
alien.
the whites
I'm not sure.
with your Native
to be
Americans
perfectly
with
honest.
African Americans.
All I know is a big son of a gun and
Unfortunately,
it
you had the whites
vanished.
and the natives against African Americans. What happened in here changed a lot of lives. We had 12 of your African Americans get hurt, but 2 died, Harold and Ralph. Let me show you. If you guys look here, this post was put up with a CO. You see these little slots here? This is where he was able to put his gun out. If there were any problems going up this way or that way. He would be in here. He would actually get in here from the roof and sit in here. And also he could watch the culinary.
Interesting.
Now, in 1976, you guys, when there was a riot, these cages were not here. After the riot, they had to put these cages up, and the reason why is because, again, you have a lot of inmates on inmates. You had your African Americans against whites, you had the Indians against the African Americans, Mexicans. So what they did is they built 2 cages. So when they come to lunch, they come down that road, get their lunch. If you were white, you'd sit on this side. If you were African American, you sit on that side. And hopefully nobody would get in a fight and hurt each other.
This room feels definitely heavy.
Oh, you wait. This is where Omar couldn't leave. So actually, Harold and Ralph, they did bleed out here. They did die right here. As of paranormal, you guys, they are here. They're with me all the time. When I'm in here, I was shooting with another show, and the producer stood up and cold air came out of his mouth, and he goes, "What's going on?" And I started crying. And the reason why is because I could feel them hugging me. They didn't know what these bright lights were. And I said, "They're here." And he said, "I've never experienced this." So we've had a lot of shows here experience this. This is another cage where your CO would sit. Again, you do have slots in there for his gun, but he would be watching the inmates as well as that CO. Paranormal, you guys, we get stuff in here too. Faces. In the back, I've got pictures of an alien.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
An alien in the back of this building.
Oh, yeah, in this building.
Hell? In the
This
building.
is the back of the kitchen. So this
This
is
place
where
is
your
wild.
workers would
Holy
be and
cow.
everything. And for some reason, The spirits love it back here. So let's come on in. Right here is where we've had a lot of people saying there's a portal. And we had people standing here to where you can feel the wind just going around you and around you. And these people were deaf. And they're kind of flagging us going and texting us going, portal, portal. And sure enough, we all walked into it and it was going like wind around us.
It's kind of funky smell in here.
Yeah. It always changes too, huh, Pitts?
Yeah. One thing that happened with that portal too is if you got into the portal, there was no sounds, no echoes, nothing. It was dead flat sound. But when you stepped out, it was this echoey stuff.
Weird.
Very, very cool.
What I had done back here is where you would have your guy sit who works the line, right? So myself and Jackie, we sat back here. Me and her were the only ones in here. And we're sitting here, and she's got a recorder going, and all of a sudden I hear like 20 guys running up on us. And Jackie jumps up and goes, oh my God, who's that? She actually thought someone broke out next door and was in here. I told her, it's the spirits. And she goes, well, let's play my recorder. So we listened to her recorder, and it says, if we do this, we'll scare them. So this is what they do. They mess with you. And when Omar was here, he constantly could hear people running up on top. He thought there's 2 stories. No, there's a roof up there. Nobody can get up there. And you might hear that as well. So just so you know, we have an active prison next door. And at the time when Jackie and I were sitting here and we were doing EVPs and things, all of a sudden we heard like 20 guys run up on us. And her recorder she had going, she goes, let's listen, because she was so freaked out. She figured someone broke out and they were in here. Well, actually, no, it was our spirits. So we played her recorder and it said, if we do this, we'll scare them. Also, Pitts and I are both witnesses to this. Come here, Pitts. Let's tell them about the spoon.
So Susan, let's show them.
Huh?
Have a seat, we'll show them first.
Okay.
Susan and I were sitting here, and we were just talking in black, dark. It was just dark in here.
Yeah.
And we were talking and talking, and Susan said a spoon right here. And it was laying there. We left, nothing remarkable. There was a, how do you say it?
2 elderly women.
2 elderly women that were in the culinary investigating. And we closed down for the night at like 1 in the morning, and we came to retrieve the spoon, and when we got in here, the spoon was twisted and bent.
Tweaked out.
What?
Yeah.
The hell?
Yeah.
So we asked the ladies, you know, thanks for wrecking the spoon, and they're like, we didn't do that.
They thought we did it, and we said, we didn't do it.
So today, to this day, we still don't know what happened to that spoon.
Like, it was like...
It was bent. It was bent up.
It was bent in half.
And I can't even bend it. It's that tough of a spoon.
Yeah.
It's a big spoon. And I do have it. I'll have to show you guys.
Yeah, I would love to see that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because I was like, how does the elderly ladies bend the spoon like that?
I couldn't even do it.
Yeah, so I don't know.
So this thing has a lot of power.
A lot of energy.
Did that.
Yes.
That's crazy.
We were very shocked.
I didn't realize there is no spoon.
Big kitchen.
Yeah, this is the big kitchen. So when you had your prisoners working in here, of course, no one knew who was back here serving their food. If you look over here, there's a slot, and that slot didn't allow them to see who's serving them, right? All they'd see is from here down. So those guys were able to feed them because you didn't know who hated who in here, correct? So for some reason, this is so haunted in here. Again, we usually come over here and we'll kind of play a game with our spirits. And one night we were in here and I had my music box out there and we go, okay guys, come on, knock. Sometimes they knock back twice, but the music box went ding, ding. And we have that on video.
Wow.
So it's crazy, but they interact with you. So what's that tell you? They're very intelligent in here.
Yeah, I always get like a ring in my ear.
When they're around.
Yeah, and I just got it right after you knocked. It's always in my left ear.
They're here.
They're watching.
They're definitely here. Now,
Creepy.
don't film this yet. Let me get the picture up.
Is that blood?
Where?
Right here?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Do you know what that's from?
Probably when they left. Yeah. It was their blood.
That's a little creepy.
Yeah, when they left, they just got up and walked out. Let me see if I got the picture. I know I have the picture of the
What do you mean when they left?
I'll have to find it.
If I fucking am walking around here and I see an alien like in signs, walk across the floor, dude, I'm
Well, the investigation's over. Have a good night. Bye.
Yeah, that's not happening. So this is our knock-knock game with the music box.
Is that crazy? So we're taking pictures, right? And I always hear take a picture. So when I hear that, I start taking pictures. So when I took this picture, we're walking out and take a picture, take a picture. So see that right there, that freezer window right there?
Yep.
That's a gray, and I'll show you what he is.
God.
I'm gonna show you what he is. That's him.
Yeah, I don't want to see that dude tonight.
Now I'm gonna tell you.
Alien doing in here?
I'm gonna tell you something. When Omar was here, he sat here going, something was walking like back and forth, and he says for some reason he thought it was an alien. It was not a spirit.
I don't think, honestly, we have ever done a place that is haunted by ghosts and aliens.
And women and children and blobs and shadows and skinwalkers. We got it all.
Jesus.
Just the whole
You'll be
smorgasbord in
screaming,
here.
I'm telling
Only
you.
thing missing out of here is Bigfoot. Well, watch
Okay,
yourselves.
so
It might
let's
be
move on.
lurking.
Hey. So 2 people died in the right here.
Yeah, actually,
But the
Paranormal.
is the walker
Yeah, there's
inside
those
of the
souls,
building?
you
Is
know,
it on the
they
grounds?
just hang out.
At the very
And then
least?
we
Because if
also
it is, I
have
gotta wonder
Daryl.
what they built this on top of.
Daryl is the one that was executed.
And not just the previous
with
hotel.
lethal injection on April 26th of
Oh,
2006.
lethal injection, that.
Oh, shit.
He was the last one, but I was in the back, and I kept saying, you know, someone's on my left side, and Chris is throwing his recorder, and he goes, let me record. And then we get Daryl, and I know it's him, and he has been seen in here with Kelsey.
Oh, yeah, for Omar's.
Yep.
Yep.
Also, Omar got pushed.
Yeah, this, so also, riot was just to get this fact.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a race riot?
A race riot.
So
Oh, yeah.
just like kind of racial violence.
Exactly. You had that all the time, racial violence. You know,
I mean,
you have
these
a
are
bunch
already
of
despicable
men in
people,
here,
so of course they'd
different
go another
races,
level when
and they
they're
hate each
trapped
other,
in
you
each
know?
other
I
inside
mean,
a place like this.
Unfortunately, they can't get along, but once you get them grouping together, like I said, with Native Americans and the white men, and they went after your African Americans, and 12 of them, they actually were stabbing and hurting, but they killed 2 of them. I mean, that's sad, you know? And after that, you know, it kind of opened everybody's eyes. Guess what? We got to separate these guys now.
That's wild. So they actually segregated
Oh,
the
yeah.
housing and stuff then?
They had to. Yeah.
Had to, because they were. These people
So,
are already
as we're
having
walking up,
issues on the regular world on the
Chris, you
outside.
wanna
Now
talk
that they're in
about
a
the shootout
hellhole
here?
like this, they're going
Chris,
even worse.
yeah, it's better have a guy talk about the shootout in here than me. I'm gonna let him talk. Go
The
for
whole
it.
time?
Yep.
All right, so in here in this building, we have the infirmary upstairs. They've used these cells for a lot of different things. At one point, they did special therapeutic sessions with the inmates where these guys here would have dogs. And they were able to raise dogs and take the dogs and sell them or use them as service animals. So these fellas got to have an animal, get to know their animal, and give it away to somebody who needed a service animal. Pretty cool. They also had lifers in here, death row in here. This has been all kinds of things. Over here, we have.
At least there was a little bit positive in there. Holy smokes.
This is the solitary confinement.
You know, a person's not completely gone if they can actually raise, train, and properly
and an inmate
get an animal going
right
or someone else.
Wow.
In this area, if you look into here, you'll see the solitary confinement cells. Now, over the years, back in the 40s, 50s, inmates didn't have a lot of rights. So they would throw them in here, shut the doors, shut the lights, and leave them in there in the dark for days, weeks, months. So at some point, humanity came into question. So these doors were removed. But if you were an inmate prior to that, you got to get thrown in here if you were bad. And then the guards would slam you in there and leave you in the dark. They were 23 hours a day in here, and then they got to come out for 1 hour. The guards could come by and look at them, tease them, taunt them, or be nice to them if you're that kind of guard. Having light as part of life enrichment is required. So they came up with these doors right here, and they would put these over the doors. This does a couple of things. It allows light to come through so the inmate has that, and it allowed the guards to walk by and not get feces and urine thrown on them, which they call gassing, and they would gas the guards when they would walk by. They fed them, if you lived here, a diet loaf. A diet loaf is basically a whole bunch of nutrients ground into a loaf, baked, no flavor, and you get to eat that.
That's ground beef, cabbage, carrot, potato, beans in a loaf?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and if you've
it's
tried
at
it,
least
you know
the
what I'm
basic
talking about.
necessaries,
It's
but probably not high quality.
Honestly,
in this area right here,
that was pretty good. I'm pretty hungry.
back in
If
the
you got
day,
some good
there was a
versions of the
couple
greens, then
inmates
yeah,
that
it probably
were in
would be
this
not
area,
that bad.
and they had dirty lawyers, and these guys wanted to get out of here, so they had their dirty lawyers bring them guns. The inmates acquired the firearms, took a couple of guards hostage that were working in here, got their keys, got more firearms. Nothing of substantial worth, but handguns, stuff like that. The prison had it out with them for a while till they couldn't make it too much further. They called in the sheriff's office SWAT team. The sheriff's office SWAT team showed up with the rifles, and they got into a shootout that engaged down the length of this hallway. If you look along these walls, you can see ricochet shots in the walls and windows.
Right there. There you
I
are.
can't imagine how
I was just thinking.
Well, you guys, I knew a CO, his name was Warren, and he was one of the guys captive here. He said the guy walked up to him, put the gun to his forehead and said, "Warren, take your clothes off, because I'm putting them on. If you don't, I'm gonna have to shoot you." And Warren told me, he said, I took my clothes off, gave it to him, and they shoved him in there. And then they had the shootout. It was crazy.
So if you continue down here, a bullet hit a window here. They epoxied that. But as you get further down here, as bullets fly, they stop. Bullets have to go somewhere. And here's where you see where the bullets went. There's a rifle.
Wow.
There's a shotgun slug or a rifle round. You can see handgun rounds.
That is a lot of bullets.
They even hit the ceiling, because guess what? They don't aim a lot. They just crank off rounds down the hallway. But yeah, if you're in here shooting out in these concrete walls, it's loud.
So how did it end?
They gave up. Nobody got hurt, nobody got hit, nobody got killed, and the inmates gave up because they knew they were going to lose.
Nobody got hit?
Nobody got hit.
It's like storm.
Wild.
Yeah, right.
Send the boys, SWAT boys in and we're going to bring them all out alive with wiffle bats. Bonk.
Yeah, so that's pretty much that for this area.
These are really
Well, your
long
lawyers are never going to get to
corridors.
see you outside of through
Yeah, so in this building,
bulletproof
this
glass
goes
wall.
the whole length of the building.
Good luck on
This
that
area
one,
right here
Chuckles.
was a
Yeah,
bullpen.
burn that
It's
perhaps
been
little
used for
bridge.
lots of different things. Inmates would get overflow from the jail. They'd end up here. They'd get shipments of inmates down up here from Las Vegas. They'd go in here to be processed and screened. So this area has been used for a lot of different stuff. The other building, on the first and second floor, the hallways are short, but on the third and fourth, they're very long and
Hell yeah!
creepy.
Look at that big shotgun
So
blast.
you're
on the
gonna see.
wall.
Are these the ones that were involved in that?
Yeah. Yep. That's
Squeaky Marshall. It's a pretty good name.
Looks like a kid. And were these the sheriffs? Or the SWAT?
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Jeez, no.
So we can head back down there if you guys want to check.
Yeah. Infirmaries are always very creepy.
Yeah. We got a lot of good stuff.
I couldn't believe how big this place was, but also at the same time how new some of the history was on it. I mean, deaths.
I mean, yeah,
murders.
this is old, but it seems like a lot of it was
I mean,
remodeled up again and
it
again.
had
and again,
everything.
properly redone.
Every inch of that place seems to be stained in blood, and you can feel it.
It seems a lot more still whole and still together compared to a lot of the
Okay.
other places they've been.
The infirmary.
Oh joy!
If you're tall, watch your head.
I think I'm just short.
And watch your step. I don't want you to hear something. Overall, just the history here. We do have investigators come in here. If you look behind you, we have a bunch of signatures. Those are all the people that have come here and helped us continue making NSP better. So with their donations, it's helping us put a roof on this place. Also over here we have Aaron Saggers, Kalani. So I would love you to sign this.
Of course.
Okay? So please
Sign
do.
it right now.
I mean, and I assume they donated at least a decent amount to even be here to begin with. But yeah,
Good. Oh, say,
you're
so
your
the
nice little
history
cursive
in
writing.
here,
I have to
guys.
take my time on my writing
This
too
was
for signatures.
not
feel
like
like
a
I take
doctor's
forever.
office. So if someone was really shanked, they wouldn't be in here. They would take them to the main hospital. But if they had a cut or diabetic, we had one guy in here that actually went out in parts because his diabetes got so bad. So he lost a hand, lost a foot, and he did tell one of the
Lord.
CEOs, "You watch, I'll go out of there in pieces," which he did, and died. As far as paranormal, off and on. Sometimes we have it, sometimes we don't. So with the hospital, it just kind of took care of your minor, problems.
They also took care of maintenance things. So if you had an overweight inmate or an older inmate, they would administer medications. If you had inmates with mental health issues, they would administer mental health treatment and medications. They had different therapies in here. They'd ride bikes. They'd use a bath. They would do different therapies. And that was all in this area.
Is this really what
Air
it
quotes.
performed the lobotomy?
Therapy.
No. Actually, the lobotomy, if you look at it, it's on our website. Okay, it's under Eugene Austin. You can find it on YouTube. And it shows him in a room. And we're not sure where this room was, but that's where it was performed.
So
It might have been somewhere around here, but it looks like a closet.
to do a lobotomy, they take a long, sharpened spoon, they go behind the eye, and they get into a certain part in the brain where the doctor knows because they're a doctor, and they spin the spoon and pop it out.
Ah,
And that's how people behave after lobotomy.
Maybe we can try one tonight, Colin.
Life would be a lot easier.
You guys, again, these are paranormal people. They were up here. Someone was standing behind her taking pictures. The REM pod goes off. She snaps it and catches this.
Whoa. What the hell is that?
Spirits. And you don't see any light or anything here as they're taking pictures, but as soon as this REM pod goes off, these people show up and then that.
And that was right here?
Yeah.
Ooh,
she
that's
was standing-
wild.
Oh, shit, right here.
Yeah. Right?
Wow.
Yeah, so watch your head. You're tall. Okay, so like Chris said, we have a bicycle in there. We have a therapy pool over here. Right here. But we've had people walk through here where your ankles get grabbed right in this area.
The ankle grabbing ghost?
Oh yeah. This is where your doctors will be.
Oh, wow.
It's a white room, so they would be
I've
in
heard of
here.
ankle biters, not many ankle grabbers.
Maybe needing
But
to
I
talk
suppose,
to one of the
depending on
inmates,
whatever's
so
going
they would
on in that
actually
place.
open this door up, you'd have an inmate in that side. So they were able to talk to him about his issues.
Psychiatry psychology took place there.
It's a big,
Oh,
big
yeah.
deal in here.
So the inmates never were allowed into this room?
No.
It would be a-
Not in this one, over
Yeah.
here.
Interesting.
So as you see this,
Yeah.
go ahead and walk in there, that's the pharmacy. And read the labels of what was given to the inmates. He had a lot of guys. Go ahead and tell them about this, Chris.
So if you look at a lot of the medication on here, a lot of it is just basic medications. But as you get down in this area, you start seeing mental health meds.
Hey,
Depakote.
Prozac, let's go.
Depakote, Doxepin, Remeron.
Lithium.
Yeah, lithium's a big one. A lot of different medications for mental health treatment right there. Zyprexa got real popular around the time that this prison closed, but Zyprexa, real big one. In the current mental health detention facilities, Zyprexa is the go-to med. And Zyprexa for inmates that are acute, violent, attacking people, they give them Zyprexa. They also use it as a maintenance med to keep people from doing those things.
So these labels were actually there?
Yep.
Yeah, this is
This is the actual
This is it.
labels.
yeah.
That's wild.
And they would come in little plastic, right? Baggies.
Yeah, well, not baggies. They come in little pinch packs things, where the pill is in a pack. Push on it, it goes through the foil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Like a little blister pack.
blister pack. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we'll go to the right. And again, here we are talking about the history, but the paranormal here, do we catch some stuff? Yeah, sometimes we do. And let me show you what we caught.
These blue cells are interesting.
Well, what this is when you had an inmate come from the cell house or somewhere, they would put them in here, and they would have to wait their turn to see the CO sitting here to see the doctor. And that's how it
Well,
would
inmates are crafty, right? They go in here, they know they're going to be lining up, meeting with each other. So they may schedule something months out in advance. Oh, my tooth hurts on this day. And then the inmates would line up in here and pass off stuff to each other. And they were able to use this as inmate commerce.
See that mirror right there?
I do.
We had these women up here and they caught this.
Oh, that you heard that banging?
And
I
just
heard
heard
that
it.
too.
Happened like right in my ear.
Here.
You
This
gotta tell me twice.
is not anybody that was here. There were women up here and they took a picture of that mirror and then they looked at
found
it and
a guy.
they called us up here and I said, yeah, that could be a CO. We did have a CO drop dead here with a major heart attack. We're
Dang.
not sure, we haven't gotten a name, but I tried to reenact the same picture with Joe, who's our CO, a retired CO, and I couldn't get the same thing. As you look in this picture, it's foggy, and this one shows everything. I could not get that.
Wow.
So again, that's the real deal. But again, you have mirrors bouncing off mirrors. Okay, so that could be a lot more.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe.
All right. We also had dentistry here.
This is like huge up
This
here.
is nothing. We have more. This is an area where they did dentistry. Probably had gas in there, right? Where they would gas you and do some dentistry. This is an X-ray room. Don't want to go in there. It smells like X-rays. Now we're coming out of the infirmary. Let's go to the cell house. Careful of the stairs. See, I love walking around here in the dark.
Well, I can probably see why. This is a lot to see. Jesus.
Hi guys, we're here. It's Susan, Colin,
Connor.
Tammy, Michelle, and Chris.
It's actually Corey that we got with us.
Yeah. And Corey. Okay, so do you see these cells?
Yeah.
This is the inner cell, so those doors would be closed, the inmates would be able to come out and interact. On the other side, you'd have a CO. He'd be walking back and forth and making sure no problems are going on. If anything was to go wrong, they would, of course, tell them, get into your cell and close the cell doors. But unfortunately, a lot of times you had a guy on a guy shanking each other. And we have a lot of deaths in here on each floor. We have 4 floors.
4 floors of just stabbings.
Murders happened here? Even a ballpark idea?
You know what? Don't know.
Hundreds.
Could be
probably.
hundreds, oh yeah. Because you have
least
to
hundreds.
remember back then they
Enough
couldn't
people
keep stuff
and enough
hush-hush.
will to go
This
about
is how
it.
an inmate would live. This is exactly how they would be set up. Go ahead and go in.
It's a dope TV.
So if a CO decided to flip that cell, he'd go in there and be able to look right into the TV or the radio and see there's nothing in there.
But you see all these like spots that are gone? They would take toothpaste, put it on the wall, and put a picture up on it. That toothpaste was like glue. Yeah. So, and if you look up here, they would put little cardboard up and they would hide razors underneath that stuff as well. So if you guys go in each cell, you will see this kind of stuff. Or they would have little hooks and hang like a sheet to keep it nice and dark in here.
Also, shanks are still alive in here. So if you're walking around, keep your eyes open. You may find one. Because I found 5 since I've been doing this in here.
5 shanks?
Yeah.
We left.
That's just me. So we just leave them where we find them unless they're a real problem, and then take them. But the ones that we found, we've left.
Where at? Like in this block specifically?
Yeah, one of them's up on the 3rd floor right now. If you're lucky, you might find it.
It's a challenge.
That's their shower. So one by one would be able to take a shower. Now we have this side and the other side. They're the same. So this is how big this prison is. We're gonna head up to
4
the
floors
3rd
with double
floor.
sides. Basically about 8 showers for dozens and dozens of people.
I've actually seen like solo shower.
I know.
Okay. Beware of ghosts. There's a reason why we have this. Look how long this cell quarter is.
Oh my god.
Now,
Light down it and
this is
still
the
dark.
place where I was walking, and this black mass shows up on the floor, and it starts crawling, and then it goes up on the cell. Murders, a lot of murders in here. Let us show you.
Oh, what do you got?
This is very active. I don't even know if you guys will get here tonight. You'll get stuck in different places. But look at the cells, they're different colors. See the color of this one? Look at the color of this one. Right?
This is incredibly long.
Yep. We don't know the name, but there was a murder here, approximately in 1981. It was a white on white, and the gentleman that was in this cell ended up bleeding out right here.
Dang.
So, of course, you had fights, you know, not getting along. So, was it always
yeah,
racial?
It doesn't even
No.
need to be the
It
difference
was white
of,
on white,
you know,
African
skin
American
color for the fights to happen.
African-American,
Just that
or
you're a part of a
Native
different group on the
American
outside
after
or something like that too, or you,
We
for a
get
reason
down
someone
here at the very
pissed
end,
you off on the inside and
you'll
then they're
see
just like, nope,
something.
done with
Stay
you.
there. At the very end, you'll get something.
Any reason to let blood
popping
flow,
out
I
like
swear.
this, and looking at you at the end. We've sat in here and we hear whistles, and we believe it's a CO doing his rounds, and he just whistles. You'll hear bangs, you'll hear boots. So there's a lot of activity on this floor and the fourth floor above us. The fourth one is exactly like this, just as long. So, let's see what you get.
That's, that little demonstration you just gave was creepy.
Yeah, it is. You know what? I was doing a ghost walk here. I had 20 people here. And I said, way down there, you usually see a guy look out back and forth, and all of a sudden they're freaking out because he started doing it. And they saw it. And they're not investigators, nothing. And they said, oh my God, what's going on? Who's down there? So we brought them all down there. Nobody was there.
Wow.
Damn.
So, it's crazy.
She mentions that they do it sometimes and all of a
I found a
sudden they
shank
just
in one
start
of
doing
these
it.
cells right in here that was not made yet. And so I was looking in the cell, I found a toothbrush that was hidden. Kind of odd, but whatever. But then I kept looking and I found the razor blade hidden in a different location. What they would do is they would get a toothbrush hot, sink the razor blade steel into it, and you got a shank in no time.
Wow.
So I found the parts of that shank, but not the full shank made yet, because they hadn't made it yet.
Now, how creepy would that be if you came back and the shank was made?
Yeah, that'd be a trip.
Right?
I might have some trouble sleeping that night.
Okay, so we do have a ghost story. Do you want to hear it?
Of course.
Okay, so Tammy had a team in here, and I was the docent. So I brought her team up in around 2, C32.
Yeah, 32.
So I dropped them off, and I said, okay, guys, I'll leave you alone. So I walked by myself all the way down, around, and I'm on the other side. So as I'm sitting over there, they're doing, Tammy, go ahead and tell them what you were doing.
We're doing the Estes method. And the teammate that was doing it, C32, he was sitting on the toilet. And go ahead, Susan, tell the story. So I'll just kind of reenact what he was doing.
Okay.
So anyways, I'm on the other side. I drop them off, I go around. So here I come walk, I'm panicking. Because on the other side, I hear something tell me, get out. And he is getting mad at me, but I was scared. And I don't get scared here, but this guy scared me. So I'm coming back, and I'm walking as fast as I can. I said, you guys, can I hang here? And they're going, well, yeah. As I walked up, and this guy is sitting on toilet, everybody's here, and I'm standing here, and
He goes, bitch, and then he gets up real quick and gets scared because he hears this sinister laugh that we didn't hear.
and everybody's going, why'd you call Susan a bitch, a fucking bitch? And he said, I didn't do that. And everybody put the recorders out. Oh, yeah, you did. And they all played it. And he goes, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. I jumped up because what was behind me. So whatever was screwing with me on the other side said, I'm a jokester. Watch what I can do.
Wow.
And that happens in here. Yeah,
There's
just wait.
a lot of activity in here. A lot of activity.
In this cell specifically?
In this
Oh,
cell.
yeah.
I don't know why, but
C32, something about it, eh?
Remember that.
Somebody in there thinks they're a wise guy.
Oh, well, wait till we go over here. Okay. We're gonna head on to the area where we go to death chamber, and this is gonna be with me and Michelle.
Did you want to show that?
Oh, yeah. This, here we go.
So, my first time I was here, just real quick, everybody was walking ahead of me and I was last, and I walked by here and I didn't even see that, and something looked like that. That was my first encounter. Second encounter, I'm like, I love this cell block. This is like one of my very favorite cell blocks. And I'm like, I'm gonna take a selfie. So I took this, like that, looking up at that. And then at the very end of, down there, it's a blob and a face.
Yeah, you can see the face.
There's the
right there.
blob and then there's the face.
Looks like a pile of bodies.
Yeah, I thought it was like a pile of bones too.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
You shot it up close? It's really
The
scary.
hell? That's
And the
fucked.
face.
Yeah.
And the face.
And
Of course
he-
there's a face, too.
And is it the thing that jumps out and does this, peeking at
be.
us? Yeah.
It's crazy.
So do you guys know of any like specific like murders or incidents that happened like, in the entire cell block? Or like a name of somebody?
Well, down in where you guys were in solitary, okay? The gentleman that told that guy to break out of the cell and kill somebody, his name was Bobby. He was an African American. He was just mopping the hallway, and they said, I dare you to break out, because they knew he could pick his lock and kill him. Now, mind you, the guy that was in the cell in solitary was in for marijuana. But now he decided, sure, I'll kill him. So he jumped out of the cell and he shanked him to death. His name is Bobby. And to this day, everyone gets that name, Bobby.
Wow. Just because someone told them you should kill him.
Yeah, they didn't care. They were in here for life. Now the guy that shanked him, he was in here for a while. However, he is out.
Really?
Yep,
Damn.
we have seen him.
Has he ever come back to the scene of the crime?
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
That's really fucking
He came on, don't film
Yeah,
this.
no.
He came on a day tour. And if I,
Yeah, it's banging like
oh
crazy.
good, let's go.
major things over here, down there. I don't know.
I'd
Oh,
love,
it's locked.
I would love to have you guys kind of like ask it to make some noises,
Okay.
you know?
Oh,
I love including y'all in the...
wait until.
Since you're someone that they like to be
Hey guys,
active
we're coming. Now, what was I talking about? That thing
Yeah.
on the other side.
Yeah. It's like it heard you again.
He's a jokester.
for, making noises, trying to rile people up again.
So I'll show you guys where I was. So I walked all by myself. So I walked, now I was down here because I knew they were across from here. And this is where I stood. And I kind of just stood here on my phone.
Ooh, heard that.
There it is.
That's what I was hearing.
That's the jokester.
Can you do that again, please?
Are you the jokester? Go ahead and bang again. Chris? Yeah. Okay, that's you. Okay, Chris, we're hearing banging here.
Something like got just thrown.
Huh?
Something just got thrown from over here.
The rock. The rock just got thrown.
What?
And the
Yeah,
person
I-
is like, look,
They throw rocks.
that's what was thrown.
Just now?
Yeah,
Yep, just now.
When you
I
were-
heard that.
Okay.
Yeah, he startled me. I heard
Okay,
it.
something's here. Something's here.
And you can see nothing fell.
No. No. Chris, we could tell them stories about rocks, huh?
Yeah.
We
Wow.
tell them all the time. They just found this. This thing was thrown like that.
Well, I thought I heard somebody run. That's why I went that other way. I thought I heard somebody run, and I'm always on the lookout for a person. Because no one should be here.
I mean, I was thinking I was hearing stuff coming down from this direction, and so I looked over this way, and that's when the rock got thrown. And I heard it
You heard it hit?
hit
Yeah.
the metal bars and then roll on the concrete.
They haven't done that for a couple of years.
Really?
A couple of years. Yeah, it took them 2 years ago. Is the last time I know of them throwing a rock.
If you're quiet for a few minutes and a few seconds, you'll hear the whole place.
That's exactly what I was hearing from the other side.
Do you guys want to sit for one more second? I'd love to see.
I feel like I'm hearing something walking over by that door over me too. Over here.
There it is.
Yeah.
So what they do is this is what they do. They want you to go towards that, and all of a sudden they'll bang over there, and you walk towards that way.
Yeah, they have you going back and forth.
Back
That's
and
the
forth.
reason why those guys were like this with the light.
Yeah, they were back and forth. Oh my god! Oh my god! Wait till you see the picture of that.
Oh, wow.
Funniest thing ever.
Okay. No, but I was pointing at my ears because they're peaking. I get that really high pitch, and that pretty much tells me they're peaking.
Yeah, I feel definitely
It was-
something in
It
here.
was weird. Right when we came around the corner into this hallway, I got extremely dizzy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that could be a portal.
Yeah.
It moves in here. So you can go up on the 4th floor. There is said to be a woman up there in a rocking chair. And I know these stories because I have inmates who contact me and tell me, hey, Susan, I have a story, and it's the God's truth. But as an inmate, they wouldn't tell other inmates because they were looked down at. He said that he would be in his cell at the end of 4, and all of a sudden, a woman in a rocking chair is rocking, and then she just disappeared.
What?
Yeah. And that could,
Sucked to not be able to tell anybody about that.
And you're
Be
trapped
just
in the room
terrified.
with
You're
well,
trapped in this
back
place.
then,
Yeah, it's like,
you're in a man's world, right?
You get a lobotomy if you talk about
Yeah.
Right? But like
in the rubber
Joe,
room.
who's a retired CEO, he never believed in this until he started hanging out with us. And he said that, we were a man's world. We didn't talk about that. We do have a name.
We do have a name.
Doris.
It was like a woman's
Yeah.
voice or like
Yes.
humming.
Woman. She's a woman. Her name's Doris.
Yeah.
That's Doris.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, that's her.
That was so cool.
Doris.
Didn't hear it. That I heard.
Pretty good.
You guys just wait.
This is nothing. This is nothing.
Yeah. Wait till we show you.
Personal challenge.
Oh god.
Walk this in the dark by yourself like I just did. It's sketch.
You're a braver man than I am.
It's
Yeah.
scary, dude.
I
Yeah.
don't like doing anything alone.
is scary.
I thought we were gonna split up and do a load system.
Oh, we are. Doesn't mean I like doing it.
Take a low. We're still
Okay,
splitting
you
up
ready to
though.
hear this story?
Very.
Load help.
Okay, so first of all, you want to hear about an inmate, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I had another inmate contact me. Hey, Susan, I was on the B level, the 3rd cell down on this. He said he'd be in his cell at night and he'd be laying there and he'd see a dark shadow walk by and go through this door. And that would happen every night. And he said, I don't know what it is, but we'd hear his boots. And as soon as we hear the boots, we knew he was coming. So,
Dang.
me and Michelle comes with a team, and I'm showing her around. The other team's somewhere else.
Yes.
It was just,
you and I.
Yeah.
We're down a level.
Yeah. And so I said, oh, let's go up to the women's, to the death chamber, okay?
We opened the door. I have a video. I'll show you the video real quick. and then I'm gonna slow it down. When we open this door,
Open the door.
something goes BAM! On the steel door. And we're like, what the heck? Can I cuss?
Yeah.
Okay, what the
What the hell was that?
So anyways, we walk up there and then we're like, do you have a flashlight? And I'm like, okay, that's not a good flashlight.
Yeah, she didn't like my
"Is that
green light."
That's not a flashlight. So,
And we're the only ones up
yeah,
here.
and then it goes like this on the very top.
It goes.
It goes like this. Like that as we're walking up. And then I walk over and I open it. And then the door across the way in front of the death chamber, you see a crack. And as I'm filming this, it's like this. You can see it, and then it goes
Away.
away. And I have it right here.
We'll show you. Oh, that was you. I was going, oh, don't start.
All right, here's my video.
Aaron, I am a paranormal investigator, and I am here at the Nevada State Prison in Carson City, Nevada. And I'm going to show you the death chamber. What the f***? Okay, I don't have a flashlight on me. Okay, I've just got chills. Do you have a better flashlight? Oh, that's like, Jesus. Here. Do you have a regular one? Did you guys hear that? Holy they're already messing with us. Hi. Okay, we're going to the death chamber. Which way? Those straight. That's good. There was no reason that what the f? Someone's banging on that door.
Okay, now watch I open it. And you can see the door with the crack in front of me. See it? And then it moves. So let's do it slow mo. Okay, so I'm coming through. It's already. I don't even know what it is, but it moves. So I'm going slow, slow, slow,
And then it
slow,
moves.
slow. See, my shadow's there. So it's not me or anything else. It's something behind that door. And I go slower, slower,
And gone.
bam. It's like,
Yeah, that is incredibly bizarre.
you know, that's
Wow.
that's what you're gonna be.
We're in for it tonight, buddy boy. Holy smokes.
Yeah, have fun.
Aliens or not.
Great introduction.
Hey, guys.
It's a good adrenaline rush, that's for sure.
Next floor. I don't know why the yawns today.
So when this had opened, this door
feel I'm still pretty
had
attentive
opened,
right now.
and that's where that shadow was right here.
What's in this room?
We'll show you in a minute.
God.
So if you look
Shit,
down
I don't want to
this,
wait on it.
you could be sitting in here and you see that window down there? You'll see a shadow totally black out that window down there, and he'll come towards you. I call him the blob here. And I was on Paranormal, caught on camera, and I actually have a clip of me standing in there, and I have my spirit box, and all of a sudden a green thing comes out, but this black thing comes down and peeks around at me and takes off. And I'll pull that up for you. So this was considered the oldest part of the prison, you guys. So back in the day, they kept women in here, okay? They had women here and men on the other side. So the women couldn't be in the yard, but the women had to go up on the roof to actually exercise.
Exercise,
But when they were
light,
kept here
etc.
until 1958, and then they were moved to their own facility. There were women in here that were pregnant, that had miscarriages, women in here that raised their 2 children at the time.
Oh, Lord.
So these women, we get screams in here all the time, or a little kid. You'll hear a kid's voice too, and we believe it's from this or Warm Springs Hotel.
So they would actually have their kids here?
Yeah. Okay. This is so active, and I'm gonna show you guys something. This is called a bullpen. Back in the day, a bullpen would be used for, let's say an inmate comes in late, they would throw a mattress down and put them in here until they could get them in a cell in the morning, right? Also, it was used for exercising. So anyways, myself, Tammy, Janice Oberdeen, and Bill Oberdeen, we're in here, and we decided to do a little talk with the spirits. And that's the EVP I showed you guys. And Tammy,
Yeah.
she was in here with me. And we're setting up like cat balls, and we were talking. She goes, Susan, let's record this. I said, okay. So we start the recording.
We put the recorders over here, the cat balls down that way.
And we're explaining to the spirits. And she's saying, so touch this, this will go off, and do that. And then Janice and Bill are showing up. So she goes, okay, I'm going to quit recording. And when she said that, we got 2 EVPs, and I'll play them.
Oh, another hum. Another hum.
That's the women.
So
There's something there. I'm not sure what that was.
flowers and candy and things like that for them because it's always about the men in here. So we like to acknowledge the women. And ever since then, their activity has really picked up. Is that Chris out there?
Chris? Yeah. Okay, you gotta come in
Don't
here
do
so
that.
we know it's you. I know, but we're hearing that and we're thinking we're paranormal. So we're sitting here talking, and I'll just
Yeah, but we're
put the
hearing,
pieces
yeah, and we're thinking
where
it's
you
something
hear
else.
it's
Get it out of
Susan.
there.
Or as she was picking up her recorder, she goes, "This is Tammy picking my recorder," and then you hear it's like he's standing right in front of her and says, "Tell Susan she can trust me." Now, we're the only girls in here except Bill, but Bill's not here yet, or Janice.
Yeah,
It's
nobody
just
was
me and
here.
her.
It's just you and I.
Okay, here we go. So I'll play.
We also have a magic. So it's secret trusting. So it's secret trusting.
That's so clear.
Tell Susan she could trust me.
So we've been trying to communicate with whoever it is. We think we know who it is because we...
Andy and Johnny.
Right.
Yeah.
We spend time in the death chamber, and we've gotten other voices. But also, guys, in this area, I don't know what happened in here in the killings. That was way before when they even had records of stuff going on. I'm sure a lot of bad stuff happened here, but I'm not the one to say
Probably.
what happened.
Some probably really nasty stuff.
However, I
in
can
fact.
tell you about the spirits. Michelle's got a story. We have a story.
What about the crystal ball and the footsteps?
Oh, yeah. Watch this.
Still blows me away. I mean, you'll see me just go, I'm like frozen going, oh my God, I can't believe what I'm hearing.
So you guys, we brought Janice Oberdeen in here, and it was the day she called us and said, hey, I can come now. And we said, okay, let's do it. So we just came down and met with her.
It's a familiar name, but I can't place
Look this
the
up.
person though.
This is what I hope you hear tonight.
Okay, so
I think we're
this,
gonna hear a lot.
you see that
This is
table?
probably the most intense.
We had 4 chairs. This one, that one going here. I sat with my back. Tammy was here, Janice and Bill. So we're talking, and listen to this. Now, after you hear Janice say, did you hear that? Listen closely.
As soon as I put my hand up, it's like, sit here.
Speaking of the women, they look at it as a person that's around the males. But this is the women's section. But they're told this is, so I guess I do like this. I do like you too, guys. I do it. I'm sure they like all of their team. I'm not saying they don't. Well, we should say one respect and love. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I do hear that.
Oh my God. That's so loud.
Now wait, listen.
Walking down there. No, it's walking down that hallway. I know. Who's here?
basically was walking down this hallway, came to right where you are, and the last step was that defiant, So, yeah.
And you get black blobs coming in here. This is where I was standing with the spirit box over here, like this. Actually, it was right here with the spirit box, and I'll pull that up. It shows something green come out, hit my hair, but you see it crawl down and peek around at me. Michelle, tell them your story while I look for that video.
I don't have that video. Remember when it didn't work?
I know, but tell them what you were doing.
Oh, okay. So we were in here, and the REM pod at the very end over here. C10. I always have get a very, very weird feeling in front of C10, and I always feel like it's something very powerful. And the REM pod kept beeping. You know, like when it does the temp sounds, like the beep, beep, beep sound. Just that's it. And I'm like, the battery. So I went down there to change it, and I'm coming down, and I stop, and I go to reach, and I kind of look like this over my shoulder, and I could feel something, and there was a black mass above me. I have a colored light, a red light, and you could see it here, and I go, oh my God, oh God, oh shit, what? Like that, and Susan comes running there, and she goes, what's going on?
And then I look up, and I can see it just towering over her.
It was huge. It was,
and she's walking this way. She goes, okay, I'm not walking.
I had my phone like this. I was scared.
I get it.
And I don't get scared very often. This place scares the crap out of me
That
sometimes.
thing had to be something kind of
Just
freaky.
standing here, I feel like
The energy.
that cold just down here. I can feel.
Yeah.
That been like kind of hot.
But the fact that you also had multiple people that saw it too, that's fucking twisted.
Another guy that
It's just a
hangs
damn
out
shame
in
you
here.
didn't
You'll walk
catch it.
by, and it's like the worst BO ever. Oh, yeah. And we cannot explain it, but it just, we call him Mr. Smelly. So I don't know if it's the blob or what, but he's pretty bad.
I gotta wonder.
I
mean, it's no longer a human shape anymore. It could just be
my name's John.
just be an aura of just nastiness that's accumulated over the years. You never know. Well, the negative energy that's probably trapped in this place, it probably formed that thing, whatever it is. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised it smells of BO and rank.
Or they'll say, let me out.
Yeah, let me out.
Again, just all the negative things, including smells.
So the death row would be actually, you guys, the cell before the last night cell. Last night cell means the next step is death chamber. Okay, so come on.
So this was all death row right here?
Yeah, all death row. Watch your step and head. Go in there and see what these prisoners would do and look above the door.
Oh, wow. Oh, holy shit. Oh, shoot.
And I don't know if you could show this here. This here.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, don't show that, but you could show that. But yeah, they would get a pencil and they would sit here and start drawing. We have calendars of them counting down the days before they die. Toothpaste and Jesus behind you.
So were there ever any like serial killers here?
Oh yeah, we're gonna show you that. We'll
perfect.
talk. Okay, so after this, guys, if you left that and entered this room, watch your step. This is last night's cell, right here. This housed every guy out there with either the gas chamber or the lethal injection. This is your most famous B2 with Carol Cole, and I'll tell you his story. So people say, what's the last night cell? Well, they get any meal they want. We had a guy that ordered 20 burgers from McDonald's. One guy ordered steak and lobster. So whatever you wanted to eat for your last meal was given in these cells. Okay.
That's your last one. You're about to go.
So you would go from death row to this cell, you'd have your last meal.
And honestly, 20
The
burgers, I
priest
can
or
totally
whatever
see
would
that. You
visit
just
you.
veg out,
And then
feel
they
like you're
walk you
best
on
100% one night, and then the next night you're gone. totally get it.
This is called the viewing room, you guys.
Oh.
So this
There's the chamber.
This, like, just go.
Ooh, that was loud.
What was that? Something with a glass bottle. Like, just go. Like, just go.
Yeah.
Wait.
Had like a glass like ting at the end.
Oh, do you have your phone on? Oh, shit. Like, what the hell is that?
That's when he started playing something.
Is it coming from up there? Well, we had a lot of activity in here last night. It was so crazy. But again, this was the viewing room, okay? So when they bring an inmate in there, they would actually have curtains down. A doctor would be in there and he would give him, you know, whatever kind of injections. As soon as the needles were put in, they would take the curtains, put them up, and the family would be sitting here just watching that person. And then in the back room, you would have 3 guys to throw a switch. So no one really knew who was doing that main switch to kill the inmate. But we've had a lot of horror stories too. Carol Cole. This is Carol Cole. Carol Cole hated his name, and the reason why is because his mom told him he could be a boy or girl. Carol was a boy or girl's name. She used to dress him up in a little dress and take him places, and she used to have sex with other men. As he grew older, he kept hating women. Then he ended up strangling 15 women. And he said he did 35, but we don't have that proof. However, when Carol Cole was led in that room, he was so nervous they gave him a Valium. Well, that Valium interacted with those other drugs. He had a horrible death. It took longer for him to die. He is still in there.
What happened? What do you mean?
Well, when you put the drugs in, they pretty much slow your heart down, right? And kind of put you to sleep, and then your heart is shut down. Well, when you take a Valium, it interacted with those drugs, so he was having issues like convulsions.
Jeez.
Damn.
So he died a horrible death in there as well.
Instead of a normal
We've
shutdown,
been
he
in
started
here and
just
tell
like
him,
flailing
"You
and
can go,
freaking
Carol,
out
you can
before
go,"
he
and
finally
says,
went.
I can't leave.
So when did this switch over from being gas chamber to lethal injection?
The first gas was right here. He jumped. He was actually gassed in a butcher shop after he had fallen such a horrible death again. It took over 13 minutes. Our great-grandfather, Matt Penrose, saw how he died. He said, no man will ever die that long again. So he actually got the first legal gas chamber put here at NSP. He was the first one in the legal gas chamber. If you go down this whole row up to Carol Cole, these are all the guys that were gassed.
Oh, shoot.
Why did they stop the gassing? We have a tower over there, and the gas that was released would kind of go towards the tower, and the COs were actually getting really sick. So they decided to get rid of the gas chamber and go to lethal injection, which starts with Carol Cole.
And has the worst.
This is the only man that was actually, you were asked, do you want to hang or do you want to be shot? All these guys want to be hung until they got to him. He said, I want to be shot. So he's the only man that was shot here at NSP.
I would definitely choose shot.
I wouldn't.
Really?
No.
Why not?
The burning, when the bullets go in, I mean, and the bleeding, no. And and
shot to
why
the
I say
head
this
just
is
ended quick.
because I have these dreams of being shot and it burns. And I couldn't imagine going through that. Now being hung, that can go wrong too. With John Hancock, when they hung him, his vertebrae kind of separated, so he hung, but he was strangling for 15 minutes until he died.
Ugh.
So either one, I think, is horrible to say, what do I want? Huh?
Because I know for
That's
a
a hard
fact things
decision.
can go wrong with hangings. Doesn't always
No.
happen, but it can happen often
So many
enough.
faces when you think about it. Right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, we do have a story here. Okay? Again, Tammy and I are in here sitting. And go ahead, Tammy, tell them what.
Well, I decided to come up and just use the blue lights. And I'm going along, looking, saying the names, doing a video, just along here. Then we got along here. I played back the video. Susan has it.
Go ahead, do it.
I don't. Let's see. Let me get to where it is.
And she's doing this.
John guy. Key. John. John.
You hear it?
I'm in the blue light.
I'm
here.
here.
You're in the blue.
So not only he acknowledges the color of the light, so it's intelligent. Here, let's play it again so you can hear it.
John guy. Key. John. John.
Wow.
Hear it?
Is that crazy? And it was just me and her here. There were no guys here. So this is what we're saying. When you sit here and talk to them, they will talk to you. But you've got to carry them into a conversation instead of saying,
Fun with
fun,
them too.
right?
I mean, we do our little comedy skits and things in here, and they respond. I mean, they're like, "Hi, hello."
Yeah, her and I are sitting here, and all of a sudden something comes through the door and it goes, hello, hello, and we're both going, who was that? Right?
But what about?
But
we
I do
get
stuff like that
laughter,
when I
or
do
a
the
joke
ghost
or
hunting stuff,
something,
and
then
every once in a while,
it's you
even
and
I don't know if it's on purpose
This
in the
guy
game
that
or
goes,
what, but every once in a while doing that,
Because there
or
is
doing
a
like little
story
beat
here.
sounds,
This is going
or
back to NSP,
doing
right?
like little
This guy.
sing-songy
So
like
John Hall,
line or
and
two
how I
from
know
a
these
song I
stories
know.
is because of the COs.
We'll
He said
occasionally even
when
get
he was
ghosts
put in the
activated in
gas
video
chambers,
games. It's
the
kind of
word
weird.
goes,
I
"John,
don't see
do
it
you have
all
any
the time,
last
but it
words?"
happens often enough where I
And he looked around
occasionally
and
still
said,
do it.
well, yeah. Does anybody have a gas mask? So that's the humor this gentleman gave. You know, he knew he was
That
dying,
guy
but
got
hey,
gas
I'm going
mask.
out funny.
Yeah, so I don't pass that it's probably him laughing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So who we think keeps saying it's Susan, tell Susan she can trust me, is Indian Johnny. And for some reason we think it's him. He always says it's Susan, it's Susan. But let us show you these guys too. You have David Blackwell. He's still here. David Blackwell, he actually shot detectives. It'll tell each of their crime, but he has been seen in there, and I have a picture of him. And we put green grid lights in there, and he shows his face. But you'll get on recorders, David Blackwell, David Blackwell. This is Floyd Lovelace. He was the youngest. But look what he did. And he was executed at 17 years old.
That's so young.
Mm-hmm. And it's sad. But yeah, read this. Look at this. Killed his 5-month-old son. You know? I mean, these guys did deserve to get what they got. Okay, so Jesse Bishop, he was the last one gassed here. And when he was sitting in there, he told everyone, you're not going to kill me, I'm going to kill myself. And so as the gas came down, he was going, he was sucking it in as fast as he could so he could say, you didn't kill me, I killed myself. And that came from a CO. This gentleman, I told you guys, he's in the culinary. So he actually died or was put to death on my birthday. And that's why I think he kind of hangs around with me.
It's crazy to see all the way from the 20s up to 2006.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm going to show you, I'll show you David Blackwell real fast. So,
thing I will say
here's the other alien.
And there's only a few little
Look at
gaps
this.
when it comes to stuff they've got.
Someone's taking a picture, but look at it close up at the
Oh
eyes.
my god.
So what is that?
Hell?
And then this was standing behind me in the yard. Look at that body. That's my hair. I knew someone was behind me, so I took the camera behind me. See it? And then, oh, here it is. It's right there. Look at it. Peeking out at me.
So after visiting the death chambers, we knew it was time to start our investigation, but I do have to say, Connor and I were both really, really scared that night. There was just something in the air that evening that got us really on edge, more on edge than we usually are.
It's a lot of stuff all at
you
once.
can see it in the footage. We were freaked the hell out. But to start off, we decided to go somewhere a little bit easier, we thought, rather than way deep in the cell block.
You think it's gonna be easy, eh? Actually, really quick, I'm gonna hold a break here. It is like almost lunchtime. I was actually supposed to work today, but I got called in last minute this morning, and apparently they've got too many extra hands, or at least that's what they think. So it's not the first time, be that what it may be, which is why we're going to get through this video. But I want to take a quick break here and get some food in me so we can continue once I get back from that. So, through the power of editing, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. I've had my burger, I've had my side. I do have a couple snacks up here now. I have a couple Tootsie Roll things. But I also have, always clean off the metal surfaces first, just because I'm paranoid about metal being a very dirty surface. Anyway, Bart's Root Beer, hashtag not sponsored. There's some barks, and let's get going. Back to the rest of this episode.
So we headed to the cafeteria where that infamous race riot occurred. And this is where the darkness really began to creep in. So it is 10 o'clock p.m. right now, pretty much on the dot. We are here in Nevada. What a
We thought
fucking
go to a
wonderful
timid
state.
place where
Great
little race
people that live
riots
here and
happen.
great
Yeah,
people we know
that's
that live here. We've been waiting to do this episode for years now. So I first met Susan back in 2021 at a convention that I was at in Las Vegas, and she was telling me the stories of this prison. She was showing me some of the really graphic photographs that they have of dead bodies, murder victims inside of the prison, and I knew right then that we just had to come out here and investigate.
Eventually,
So
right?
finally, years later, here we are doing it, and I have to admit, I'm a little on edge, not only because of the size of this property, but it's only Connor and I tonight. Usually there's strength in threes, but we don't have that. I mean, when you think about prisons and you think about the reason why we love these investigations is because they're always so goddamn active. There's just something within these walls that wants to talk. We already were hearing the banging, humming, seeing all these videos that Susan
For
and
sure, I heard the
everybody
banging.
has
That was some weird
recorded,
stuff.
and they were just in
And they
the
were-
death
and-
chamber actually opening up
I'm
the
gonna
door.
call that too, because they heard some banging that they could not identify, and they were like, what the hell? But there was also some other noises, and they were actually catching it and going, oh, thank God, okay, never mind. So I'll at least give credit where credit's due. Both the Paranormal Files guys as well as the people who run this place are very careful to make sure that whatever they got is not bogus bullshit, and they will call it out. So kudos on them. Orange Tootsie Roll.
More to it for us, and they said it is active and they're gonna come out tonight. So for people who are experienced with this place to say that there's something really there tonight, I'm like, holy shit. But Connor,
Another prison, guys. No felonies, but we still made it in.
yeah.
Like always, with these locations where there's so many people that went in and out of this place, and so many people that died in this place, there's a lot of energy that's attached to this. But not just people. I mean, there's been supposed alien sightings,
Yeah, right there.
skinwalkers. What the hell?
Honestly.
I think we're definitely in for a treat tonight. We're already hearing lots of activity.
So yeah, last thing I'll say, this, you guys have to remember, this was a notoriously violent prison. The number of inmates that were murdered here, the historic gang wars that were going on within the boundaries of this prison. We didn't really cover that in the tour, but like the Aryan Brotherhood racist organizations that operate in prison. Aryan Brotherhood is a white supremacist gang. They were just murdering black people left and right here, and then the black people were murdering Aryan Brotherhood members. So those are the photos that we've taken a look at today that are showing graphic people. This one guy, a story that we didn't even cover on the tour, he was a prisoner in a building that we don't have access to tonight because of a spider infestation, as if this place couldn't get scarier. When he would catch an inmate, like a fellow inmate, messing up, or as they described it, slipping up, he would rape them. And after a while, other inmates kind of got together, and when they saw this guy slipping and they caught him slipping, they then stabbed him many, many times in the groin, directly into the private part, if you know what I mean. And he died from that injury. And there's photos of that we have seen that you cannot unsee. They are very, very
that kind of
graphic.
shit. Yep.
We're starting out. You want to follow me, brother? We are starting out in culinary. Now remember, this is what they said. It's one of the most active areas here in the prison. Just look at this. I mean,
It's dark outside.
we have
Can't
this
really see it.
entire prison right now to ourselves. It's just Connor and I. This building itself, this small building, would usually be big enough to film a whole episode. And this is just the intro to the investigation, where one of those race riots happened.
Again, I can't get past the fact that they're like, oh, let's go for someplace that's a little lighter, a little less active. Let's go to the place where the race riots happened.
Get right back.
My man, if you were expecting it to be light, expect to be proven wrong. I mean, it's not even consistently going off.
like
What the
a
hell's
pattern
doing
to
that?
What the hell? Okay. To anyone who might be here tonight with us, here at the prison, we just want to introduce ourselves. We come with good intentions. We just want to chat, hang out. My name is Colin.
My name's Connor.
So, first, we have all these little toys set up around the room. If you could just like go up to any of the lights that you see, touch them, or make a knock like this. Ooh. Thank you. Yeah, that was great. They're standing right here. Can you touch that thing again?
And goes to the next one.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's exactly what we want, man. We're just wanting to hang out today, shoot the shit.
So you
See what's happening?
You touched this one right here. Thank you for that. And this one right here. Thank you for that. Can you touch this one up here? Or the one by the table back there?
My clown, do I amuse you?
Dude, it's just getting stronger by the second. Oh my God, look at that. Someone's right here, dude.
Did you used to work here in the kitchen? If you did, could you step away from that light?
Just went wild. Didn't stand away for very long.
Okay, thank you.
It's getting colder.
This is already getting weird, man. Okay, you're in your 60s? Were you a cook? Or why are you back here in this area? Right!
One of the cooks.
So you were
Hell yeah,
a cook.
brother.
So thank you, sir, for coming and talking to us. Or could be ma'am. Could be ma'am, right? I don't know. Could you tell us your name?
More likely,
Whoever
yes,
you
sir.
are? Seems like you were a cook who worked here in the kitchen. Black is kind of really bizarre, dude. There was a race riot. And yes, and there were 2 black men that were stabbed to death.
Literally, Connor? Their bodies were right there. Were you murdered in here?
I'm really curious.
Got quiet.
Can you make a noise or like run towards us or something like this?
Temperature again. Ron. Hey, Ron. By the way, I'm going to.
Do you want us to find
quietly to myself real quick.
a list of the cooks who worked here? Or what list are you talking about?
What if you knock? To let us know where you are.
It's a creature.
Or the alien.
Could you tap like that again if you're over there?
I have to say the afterlife has got to be very interesting. I wonder if you do get some clarity on this shit.
Fresh.
Fresh can be like the kitchen. Fresh meal. Fresh meat. Jail term. You bitch.
Oh, fresh meat. I'll check that a little bit here. Okay, I heard it now. I held up my head, then I could actually hear it a little bit better.
Fresh meal.
Something.
Fresh meat.
There's a
Jail
couple
term.
of weird clicks that sounded almost like
That noise
footsteps
was
back
like,
there.
You think we're fresh meat because we're new here?
Goodness, excuse me.
10 spirits.
Frank 10 Spirits.
Oh, his name. Frank?
Had another one.
You were a cook here, Frank? 10 spirits. Remember she said there was like 10 dudes stabbing the people? Maybe this is a
Okay, I heard it for a brief second there. I'm not sure what that was. The woman scares me.
Where's the woman at?
So the woman's back over there?
You want us to come into the kitchen?
Someone's phone just pinged. Ping!
She's coming.
Oh my god.
Warm.
He's looking at his arm like he's got goosebumps or feeling something cold, and then something just says warm.
that the woman that scares you over there?
Location.
Mm-hmm.
Not if it's that alien.
I don't want to. Are you kidding me? I don't want to see an alien. The fuck you mean? What if I walk over there and it's like signs?
Are we gonna be okay if we
I'm
walk
sorry,
into the
I'm seeing
kitchen
this-
area?
I'm sorry, I'm seeing Connor's footage here, and I want to immediately get a lens clean spritz bottle out and wipe that thing down. I see that in my glasses way too often, and it bugs the heck out of me.
I know it says cooks only over there.
What the... The hell is
If
that?
you don't want us to come in there, can you make a loud noise?
I just saw your shadow.
The church.
Did you hear that?
The heck was that about?
You know what's up in the clouds? Aliens.
Dude, you're right.
Alright, we're gonna walk into the kitchen area.
Dude, I swear to God, if we turn around the corner and see a goddamn alien.
Frank, is that you?
They're moving past their motion detector, yeah.
Can you see us?
No.
No. Weird that I asked that at a place where they've seen a famous alien. There's an alien right here. Kidding me? Can you show us what you look like? We're starved. Restaurant! Restaurant! That's a little weird, isn't it?
Very weird.
Ooh. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that thing going off for the second time, because every time it's gone off, they've been relatively close to it, but that was something
Hello?
unusual.
It's chow time!
Come on to the kitchen, we got some good old food to eat.
Hey, hey.
No, I feel like southern cook, Cajun man.
Winston. Ooh, what was that? That was neither of them.
That's not very
Don't be
Ooh.
hungry.
No, seriously, can you tell us like what are you gonna be eating? Spaghetti.
Help you find what?
Just had something like brush my shoulder. Like no bullshit.
Really?
Yeah.
I felt like 10 times today, like something has gone behind me and gone like that. Fucking like I didn't want to say anything during the interview.
I'm upset.
Look. Next time you hit the same.
What are you
same
upset
time,
about?
I'm upset. Oh, that was heck too.
You won't scare us.
Like we said, we're just trying to hang out tonight. Come bullshit with you guys.
Talk you all up.
I think
find
at
out
this
what's going
point
on.
we've made contact with it. It wants to talk. So I say we go sit at that table, listen. Hold on. Listen, and then do a spirit box there. Yeah.
Why?
Wait.
What are they wrong about?
That's gonna just blow you away.
Hold on, man. Repeat exactly what you just said to us.
I don't want to. I mean, I don't care if I show it.
It's up to you.
This is what you do.
Guilty.
All right.
So we
were.
had to ground Susan and Tammy because they got. You want to tell them?
They were acting very bizarre when they were in the death chamber. And so I had to take them both out and cleanse them and ground them. But the thing is
The others mean harm.
That fits.
yeah. So anyways,
It gets worse.
it does. I didn't ground myself, and I didn't.
I didn't get grounded either.
No, and I walked. Okay, I have a video, and I'm gonna show it to you. It's creepy. It's not my face. Something morphed in front of me, and when I walked in, I opened it, and it was in slow motion, and I turned around, and I was smiling, and it wasn't my
With
face.
dead body face.
Dead body face.
Wait, what? Explain that.
You're gonna see it. It's a trip, dude.
I don't want to show this, but I'm going to, because the thing is people need to learn to ground themselves and always shield themselves before they, and I didn't this time. Now watch. This is watch my face.
Oh.
Equal.
That's not quite her face anymore. Yeah. What the hell?
It really does not look like you.
So when they came out, Susan was so messed up, I had to hold her so she wouldn't fall, and she was complaining she couldn't feel her feet. She was sick, and she was swaying like 7-8
Did
inches.
you see it?
Yeah. It's a little creepy.
So if you guys go up there,
That was wild.
I
Like her
mean,
eyes were like
I
completely
would be
sunken in,
protected somehow.
and her lips had gone.
We went
long
inside,
just
and we've never
kinda
done
half
that since
creepy
we've been
smirk.
here.
What
And
the
as
hell
soon as
was
I
that?
walked in after that, I was like, oh God, I don't want to be in here. And I walked out and I was fine. But then Tammy was acting bizarre in there.
Tammy's never been in there, and they know that.
Yep,
And they got on
Susan.
Tammy.
But we just wanted to we thought you were up there. We had to go up and see if you guys were okay, because it's...
No, we're gonna be up there eventually.
So you're
I
gonna
think
go-
that's where we're gonna end.
Please, please be careful. I mean, I don't care if you use that footage, because that's not me.
Exercise you.
We exercise you. Yeah, you did.
Okay, that's like
Thank
really
you.
bizarrely relevant. Like,
What the hell? That's crazy because I mean, y'all were talking about up there, like, I mean, at least Tammy and Susan talking about how they always have a good time in there.
Oh yeah, no, not this time.
Inside of the execution chamber,
Yes.
it's different.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
but then
people's
she was.
energies in there that have been put to death, and it's so sealed up and everything all the time that they're stuck there. So we walk in there and they're like,
This is great.
yeah, it is, isn't it?
But I mean, it's also crazy because she was just telling us about how when Kalani was in there,
He got angry.
He started getting like really, really angry out of nowhere.
yeah, we've been hearing a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is active.
Yeah.
We got like the words restaurant, a bunch of stuff, but then it starts saying, she scares me, and then we're like, where are you? And it's like, she's coming, and then a
Maybe that's
huge
me.
bang over there.
Nice.
That could have been
Oh,
you.
yeah.
It's me coming, I scare them.
You know, when I
It's weird that
Maybe.
you were coming. Check on her.
right?
This, she's coming right now.
They're at least aware
When
of
I
her
was
and that she can
holding
get
your
rid of
shoulder,
them.
or wherever, I thought I was holding on to Susan. I didn't realize that was you until you moved
So
your arm.
I grounded Susan, and you know, I did what I had to do, push away all the bad energy and give her my energy, and have her pull light up from the ground and surround her body. And as I was going up her body, she felt my energy on her face, and then I went over her head like that, and her hair went in the air.
Not only in the front, it was doing it in the back where I was at.
That's crazy.
So her hair was coming out in the back.
No, we missed a lot.
No, seriously.
How the
But we
have a cleansing out there, yeah.
Grounded yet.
I grounded.
Did you? I haven't yet.
I'll help you.
Yeah, I
But you
haven't.
guys just be careful up there, please. If you feel or if you see that you each other are not acting right, get that person out.
That was the key
immediately.
with Tammy. Tammy stopped acting right. She like literally stopped acting right, and then all of a sudden she's like,
And I had to go in there.
I'm laying down, and we're like, why are you laying down like that? Like,
Yeah,
why is your head down
weird.
all weird? She wasn't like laying on the bed. She was sitting there. Her head flopped over. It was just
So
weird.
we just wanted to warn you guys.
Yeah.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Watch yourselves.
Yeah. Please be
Well,
careful.
we don't want anyone to get hurt. We have had to carry people out of here. Luckily, the one guy that we had to carry, he's a small Asian police officer in San Francisco. His name's Paul. Really great guy. He got beat to crap. Like literally beat to shit. We had to carry him out of here. And I can't carry you.
So do you guys think, like, because we've opened up the chambers that it might be just like we're dealing with different entities?
So they're not different. They're different acting.
Yeah.
They've always been here.
Yeah.
But now
They
they're like,
might be right there,
imagine
just
if
kind
you're
of.
cooped up in your house all
Yeah,
day, you're okay,
get
you wanna
close
play?
again. Uh huh.
Them.
Come here, boy.
Now they're out to play, because guess what? We didn't close it.
It's still open.
It's open.
So if you need us, you've got Susan's number. Text her, please, and we'll be
You
right
got my
up.
number too, if you guys get in
Let us
trouble,
know
let me
where you're at, okay?
Yeah, of course.
I'll come get you.
All right, guys.
Screaming. Please bring the card. You might have to wheel me out.
Yeah, I go fix the bolt on that.
You can only fire and carry one person.
Did that just die?
I just replaced this battery.
That was me.
Be careful.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
There you go. That's a little weird. As they're heading out, the light goes.
That is fucking crazy, though.
Energy.
I mean,
Wait. What the hell was that noise? Okay, so basically, to fill you guys in on what just happened, those two just walked in here completely randomly to warn us. To warn us that there's something dark here at this.
Dark, you say?
There's something dark here that they've never really felt here in the prison.
Again,
we're not making this up.
We have on this channel experimented with some of these ghost boxes. I will say from our experiences that the spirit talker can be a bit of a 50-50, but it does seem that, at least when it comes to these videos, they usually try to highlight the stuff that tends to make sense, and that one made a lot of sense. Again, our experience is that it's about 50-50, maybe a little less than, but it could also be a possibility that some phones, etc., and also some locations might be more active and get more of the proper responses, and also certain phones might interfere or help with the responses being proper too. It's hard to say. We will say that, however, we prefer the necrometer, which has given us much more positive, much more definite reactions. But to each their own. And matter of fact, I believe Twin Paranormal might still use both. But that's from what I'm aware of. Anyways, continuing on.
I'm kidding you, dude.
And this is again from personal experience too. You never know for sure.
seems like every fucking time that we do these big locations.
Watch what I do.
Every time the owners tell us, oh, it's never been this dark, it's different. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong? Something.
What's up in, what's going on recently?
I don't know, it's just darkness, man. What the fuck? Am I going crazy? Dude, something's about to happen, bro. Mark my words.
Dude, like, ever since you did that last Sally House thing, activity seems to kind of cook when you're around.
Somebody's actually right fucking here. Hello?
That could have been dust, but I saw something moving on that frame. That is loud as hell. Oh, I think I saw something move again. I'm pretty sure at this point it's gotta be dust, but I'm not entirely sure. Don't get it in the big shot.
Can you do that again?
Because it could just be dust getting caught in the big lights that they have. How is that not somebody walking around?
Who is that?
Holly.
Holy.
Can you please say your name out loud for us? What the fuck would be making those noises?
Others are scared.
They're very scared. The others, we're not. We're still here.
Kinda,
Yeah, you
sorta,
did
yeah.
it. Whoever you are, the dark thing.
They're very leery at the moment, that's for darn sure.
Obviously, you're just a human. I know you scared the others, but you're gonna have to try a little harder to scare us. It's getting closer and closer.
What was that?
What?
I just saw like a flashlight off of this metal right here.
I haven't moved an inch.
I know.
It's still going. And, oh, jeez.
Me, dude. Me.
Gone.
Turn that light around towards us. Turn it on white. Okay, whoever just came in here, we're just here to talk to you.
Yes, I'm here.
Dang, that thing's been quite a while, too.
Is this who was messing with Susan and Tammy?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's dust or something.
Straight up fucking scared. What the fuck is going on?
Who are you?
You see us.
No, I don't.
if you're here with us, will you just show us what you look like real fast?
Locked.
Hmm.
The doors, a bunch of the doors are locked here.
What do you look like? Okay, we're gonna turn on one of our toys.
Electric.
How did that die?
But we're gonna turn on this radio, and I think it should help us be able to hear your voice. But it's gonna be loud. If you wanna make one more noise for us, can you do it? Maybe respond to this.
Oh, that was weird. Yeah, I heard
I've been
that.
here 150 years.
What?
Okay, we're gonna turn this thing on, all right?
You know, it was about 150 years ago. The hotel.
Oh, that's true.
Do you like Satan?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
Hell yeah! I wouldn't say particularly.
Impartial.
Dude,
I'm impartial.
how f***ing weird is that though? It said,
That's
holy.
a
What the
very
hell?
interesting question.
I swear to God, I just saw a red blinking light over there.
You have REM pods.
No, like on the ceiling. That was f***ing trippy. But holy, the church, Satan, seems like this person themselves is religious. Right when we turn the device on, Connor, both of our f***ing lights are dead. Do we have another battery?
Follow us right.
Oh yeah, that's walking. That's freaking walking. The hell? Like a door being moved or something.
Hello?
Resemble.
Dude, I'm actually like, there's something bad here.
Something killed all your lights, except for the one on the tripod.
I feel normal.
How long before that one goes?
Even for prison, Missouri Penitentiary was creepy. But it's creepy.
Like
This is f***ing like, dude.
Protection.
Dude, it's like this thing is begging.
Resemble. She's saying it was like something morphed.
Whatever's going on, it's some wild energy, and it is constant. Kind of sounds like a vehicle to me, but it's hard to say.
What the fuck is going on?
seems
That's what I
like
thought I heard.
this thing that's whoever this person is that we're talking to isn't the bad thing. But it's like it's saying holy, the church, like things saying like you should use God as protection against this dark thing. It's fucking warning us. But who's she? And the fact that these noises have just kept getting closer, people won't be able to tell online, but they started off far
I
down.
made noises.
You're telling us.
Yo, I just got touched. I'm not kidding you.
Are you messing with us? What's your problem? Why are you switching up on people tonight?
Something's touched me twice. I don't know if you might have caught this, but I literally felt a touch and I looked down at my hair and I watched my hairs move.
Oh.
Like just now. It happened on both arms.
Alright, if we go to the cell block, are you gonna follow us there?
A little wild. Heard that.
She likes you.
Dude, I have goosebumps. Every hair on my body is on edge.
But now, I'm trying to think. Should we go to the woman's?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe. Maybe that's not a half bad idea.
Is she here with us right now? Dude, I'm kidding. Connor, I'm kidding. Dude, I have never experienced this before. Yeah, you can touch my arm. Can you touch it?
Focus your damn camera. Focus your damn camera.
I'm actually like, yo, look at all my hair on end, dude. Look at my goosebumps.
I'm waiting for like that hair on top where I can actually see it move.
rubbing. Oh my god, this is really f***ing bizarre, dude. Thank you. Can you touch my arm one more time? Dude, people online are gonna think I'm f***ing mental, but I swear to God, this entire time that we've been sitting here, it has felt like someone has been going like
Crying.
like this, like over and I'm not literally not f***ing around,
I got goosebumps.
but I could. It was like, dude, it was straight up. It is thick in here, dude. Holy f***. I'm like
I feel like
really.
needing a drain. Like all my fucking hairs are standing on end.
Okay, we're gonna go to another part of the prison. This is your last chance to use your voice and tell us something about yourself. There is no way in f***ing hell I'm splitting up in here. There's no way,
I don't think
dude.
it's safe to split up.
No. Okay, let's pause.
You get some new batteries. What the hell? Yeah. That's... Yeah, there's no...
It seemed in the
that.
kitchen that there was something just lurking around right behind us, breathing down our necks. I mean, it was right there. It was tangible. We could feel it. But we didn't know how worse it was going to get. And it got so much worse.
So we knew something had changed while we were investigating in the cafeteria. It seemed like somebody, a woman, something evil had almost entered the building that wasn't there at the start of our investigation. And when the tour guides and everybody came and paid us a visit, we understood that it was because they opened the death chamber door. Now, they never do this. I think they've only done it for 2 or 3 people ever. And so they were all, you know, everybody there, Susan, everybody was very cautious about opening the door. We had to kind of coax them into actually opening it for us. And you could feel it. It was like a nuclear bomb went off in the prison, and it changed everything. It changed the environment. It changed how we felt. And
honestly,
it might have been a mistake. It was good for evidence.
I forget the castle's name, but the one Sam and Kobe episode where the caretaker was like, well, you put enough focus, you put enough energy and faith into something, and it can kind of turn into a thing. Because the owners of this place are paranoid about that gas chamber, it's probably fed other people's paranoias about that gas chamber, and there's just a constant bottleneck of, like, stored up energy in there. Whatever was originally, or it wasn't originally in there, has just been sitting there welling up on all that energy and negativity, and then now the door's open and it's just gone bonkers. That's very possible a thing that's going on.
Evidence, really good for evidence, but for what happens to me at the end of the video, I think it was definitely a mistake. But we were so scared of what was happening, I mean, you could see it in the footage once again, that we actually had to have Susan and the other guys that were there with us escort us from the cafeteria up to the woman's cell block because we were so freaked out about being in that building. It was just like somebody was up on you at all times, trying to get at you, trying to attack you, and I'm really glad they did bring us up there, but when they left, we started to capture some of the most intelligent and violent paranormal activity we've ever caught on camera. Okay guys, so we are up in the women's cell block, and Connor and I are not alone. We had to have these guys walk us up here because we're just really anxious. There's just something, it's hard to explain how we are feeling, but it's just like really on edge. And I want you guys to kind of explain what happened to y'all.
Well, we unlocked the death chamber, and... Hear that?
Yeah, that was
Hi, ladies.
Hello.
Now it's happening behind us.
That was loud at the very end.
Okay, see, once we start talking about something, they start getting our attention, you guys. So the death chamber we opened up, we have video of her changing. She was morphing into something.
It was weird.
And black eyeliner came on her eyes. I went in there, Tammy went in there. When we came out, I was a whole different person. And so was Tammy. And thank God that he noticed it because he helped her, Michelle, pull whatever was in me and Michelle out of us. And it was heavy. I don't remember a lot. All I remember is I want to go sleep. And thank God for Michelle. This has never happened to me. So opening that death chamber, it has brought something out here, dark.
But you guys definitely feel like
100% better.
But I mean, that was like, you don't open the door very often, right?
Never.
Yeah, we've never been in.
No.
Ever.
Well, I have, but you haven't. But yeah, I had someone here last week, but I never went in. But I went in, and when I came out and sat in the viewing area, I was like enjoying watching her sit in there, and it was just weird. And then she pulled her out there.
I'm like, no, she needs to get out.
And we all got out. I went to my office, and he said I threw my shoes off. I don't remember doing this. And all I remember is, I don't feel good, I need help. And I said, "Where's Michelle?"
We went and got Michelle, carted her outside. She needed to be escorted.
And she was teetering.
She had a good 7 to 8 inch sway back and forth.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
felt
remember.
fine. I mean, I felt fine. I just felt like I needed to connect. Hence the reason why I put my head down on the bed, and I don't know, it was just so weird. That connection I had, I felt I had to have with them. But, yeah.
Well, interestingly, I think what we need to add too is when we came and like just talked to you guys just now, we were hearing stuff in the like safe room area, like in that entry area, banging, kind of shuffling. So it's like whatever is here is like following us around the damn building.
Correct.
It's crazy.
But more so.
And y'all thought you guys heard me and Colin talking.
Inside
And we
the
were-
front
And you
room.
guys were not
We were
there.
still in culinary.
Well,
I was by myself just grabbing a soda, and they thought I was talking to you all.
yeah. So we're sitting in the theater room and we're both going,
That's kind
"Is
of
that-
wild.
when are they coming back? Do you hear them?" And
It was
you
a
guys are
full-on
carrying the conversation.
It was a full-on
Like you guys
conversation.
are coming
yeah.
towards
And
us.
so Chris walks in and we said, "Are you talking to the guys?" He goes, "I wasn't even talking. Nobody's out here." Yeah. Right?
But that's one
But it
thing they do is they
Mimic.
mimic our voices a lot.
It sounded just
Yeah.
like-
That is the scariest thing to me is mimics.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, also, after you two had came and warned us about what happened, you left. And then it was like 10 minutes after that, I started thinking I was hearing y'all talking again. I was like, oh, they're coming back.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They're
yeah.
mimicking you and I now,
Yeah.
which is very new.
Yeah. All right.
all right.
So I guess
Well, have fun.
You'll have fun in here. This
By
is,
the way, the death chamber is open, so whatever's in and out of there might come visit you.
I'm thinking that's probably what's gonna happen.
Good.
just let us know when we can come up and lock it back down.
Okay.
Because we want to close
If
that.
you hear a lot of screaming,
Oh, yeah.
please run in.
Okay.
We will.
we'll be outside waiting
All
for
right.
the
Get the
lights.
lightsabers out.
All right, guys. Good luck.
Light stick sabers, whack 'em. The hell? Someone just stepped in front of it and stopped there.
What the fuck, man? Okay, thank you. Can you step out of the hallway so that that thing will stop making noise? Okay, guys. So, to explain. Okay, to explain what's happening right now, we just set up on the 3rd floor. This is the women's ward, or the women's cell block. Right when I just was about to start recording, I got on the statics. There was a huge thump, and then I heard a noise, and then massive loud banging at the end of the hallway, and f***ing immediately, for the first time tonight, the music box started going off like something actually walked down here.
And then the REM pod right here.
One of us has got to turn that off. Let's do rock, paper, scissors. 2 out of 3.
I set it up.
This is funny. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Go get them all.
Okay. To anybody who might be up here, specifically to the women who were here, who were imprisoned, I think there's one woman in particular who has followed us around a bit tonight. Some people seem to be afraid of you, but we were also told that you really like us. So whoever this dangerous woman is, we're inviting you to come forward and speak with us as well. We'd love to hear you make some noise in your cell. Let us know where you are. Just to reintroduce ourselves, my name is Colin.
My name's Connor.
So, if you're here with us, could you make some sort of a noise?
Oh, that was loud. Something, I'm not sure.
Sunscreen.
Is this the woman we were speaking to earlier?
Whatever it is, it's awfully loud. It definitely sounds to be inside the building there. I don't know that there's any like broken windows that aren't like blocked up or whatever.
By the way, to people online, there's no wind tonight. It is completely dead air. There are no f***ing animals in here. This is a sealed, and you can see they've kept this property in really good condition.
Injected.
Yo, hello.
What the f***? Injected? Never gotten that word once.
Wasn't he the first person who got the injection here?
Keep going.
I feel like rough as fuck right now. I mean,
You okay? Honestly.
I think I'll be fine.
Seriously, bro. Let me know if you're not doing okay.
I'll be okay.
Did your batteries die?
Again? It turned off again either way. That's weird. Oh. Those were like footsteps.
Something concrete. I'm like really on edge.
I don't feel good. Can you whistle back to me?
I see the lights.
Okay.
Guilty.
I mean, that's why they're here.
Can you come down here?
Hear me.
Oh my god. Okay, guys, I'm gonna admit right now, this has gotta be. It's getting closer, bro. It's oh my god. This is one of the most freaky. Oh my god, I didn't even notice my necklace is up here. The fuck? This has got to be honestly one of the freakiest energies I've felt in a really long time.
They killed me.
A few of them did get killed in there, yeah.
Okay. Oh my god, guys. So you just heard them explain, they opened up the door to the death chamber and something extremely evil came out.
Implies.
That dark thing affected them. That's what's been following us. And they said we're literally like 20 feet or like 100 feet from the
No,
death.
not even that. It's on the other side of this wall.
Is that really quiet? Yeah, the death chamber is literally right around the corner. It said, injected, guilty, they killed me. I mean, I don't think it could be any more clear that this is a spirit. Bertrand. Screenshot that. This is the spirit of a man who was killed by lethal injection. I'm like almost to the point of wanting to quit.
That's the thing that's like, it's, I mean, I know you guys are gonna see this video and be like, oh, they're definitely scared. But there's a big difference between being scared, like Garnett, we were scared. Because it was like, almost like jump scare things. This is like creeping me the out. To the point where like I feel so uncomfortable. Like this is making my skin crawl.
Also, I feel like if you are out there and you've done paranormal investigations, I know a lot of you watchers and people who subscribe Ghost Hunt, and you'll agree, you can feel when something is evil. This is evil. The other thing that keeps running through my mind that concerns me, if this thing had the force to fully twist a metal spoon, they were saying before, a police officer who visited, I think they said this. What the
I heard that.
What the
We're making contact.
It said that
they told us that this thing beat the shit out of a police officer and they had to actually carry him out of the building. This spirit punched him and bruised this guy's body. I'm like, what the fuck could this thing do to us, dude?
Were you executed here? Did they put you to death in this building?
Why are you so angry tonight?
Leave. Ooh.
We're not gonna leave yet. We're just here to hang out. We're bringing good, positive energy.
I don't think it reciprocates.
So why don't
that
you
energy.
join us and help us spread some positivity? I don't know what to fucking say. I think that sounded lame, but
I really would like it for it to be positive right now.
why can't we ever do a happy holiday? Where are the good ghosts, man?
Are there any ladies here?
James.
Oh my god. Dude, what the fuck, Connor? It's fucking...
And you know what's crazy? Is usually on contracts that we sign for like locations, I'll just like print my name Connor. But this one I did James.
No. That's what I think so.
Oh, so is that like their public name? And private name is James?
That was right here.
Are you trying to talk to me? My name's James.
I mean, my mind is actually blown by this video. This is like, I think, the most poltergeist activity we may have ever seen. I mean, how many noises? And you can't explain any of them. I'm completely
I have no
100%
explanation
dead
for them.
serious
I
about
don't
this,
know if
guys.
they're paranormal or not, but I have no
know
explanation.
people have said,
I'll
oh,
agree
you
to
title
that.
everything scariest, creepiest, most haunted. I'm like, genuinely, I think as we've grown older, our abilities have opened up. All of our experiences have been becoming more and more powerful. And like, right now, this is the scariest prison out of all of them that we've investigated. This is scarier than Brushy, right? This is scarier than Brushy. This is scarier than Missouri. This is scarier than Montana.
You know what I'll say though, that I'm really worried about, is that all these places that we've been filming at, everybody, like, people are saying like, oh, like, the energy's usually not that bad here. And we show up, and something happens. And so I'm like, is it us?
Kind of wondering, yeah. Or more likely, my feeling is that there's something still attached to you. Making all kinds of lovely things.
Okay, we're
here.
about to use a little voice recorder. Before we do that, could you make a really loud noise again, bang on your cell door to let us know that you're here and ready to talk?
The others need harm.
Oh, that one. Wow, that was one of the doors that had sound of it.
Maybe we thought the woman was scary, and that's who was there. But maybe the whole time, the evil thing that came in was the evil person who was executed. And they're scared of the women because they can protect us.
I mean, also, if you go and look at all the people that were executed, A good majority of them killed women.
Yeah. The one guy strangled 12 women. Why don't you use your
Could be
voice?
something that's taking the form of
Answer
a
our
woman
question.
to wreak revenge on them.
They opened the door.
Whistle. They opened the gas chamber, this execution death chamber door, and that's the start of the evil tonight. Okay, I'm gonna fucking put this. Can you try to use your voice and just tell us your name?
That's some wild stuff too.
Is there someone trying to hurt people tonight?
Sounds like someone smacking cement bricks on cement bricks. Well,
Why are you stuck in that one prison cell down there?
Sad.
can't let go of its sadness. Can't leave because it's.
Are you trying to protect us?
Where are you from?
Are you mad that they opened the door?
Yes, over here.
Did you have any children?
Ooh. Again? Ooh. Something hungry. Not sure what that is. You know, it seems to be in reply, but you can't make anything out of it. Ooh, what was that?
A whole lot going on in there.
Dude, it's been a while since I'm gonna say I felt like this, but I'm feeling like sick right now, like I have like the flu or something. Like horrible.
Oddly enough, I was kind of feeling it while they were doing that. I kind of felt the pressure on my head, but I think
Straight
it's
up,
just
like
something else.
I'm like, it's like really hot in here all of a sudden. I just feel like I could pass out.
I feel like I could throw up.
Dude, I'm not with you at all.
No, you're like sweating.
I know. Look at you. I feel like
Bullets.
nauseous all of a sudden. Like I have body aches.
It's only 50 degrees outside. Like it's not
Show the
hot.
weather.
You can kind of see it there. Like it's very cool outside right now. You okay?
I think someone needs to go outside for a minute.
You take a breather. I'm feeling fucking rough too, dude. You're like sweating like you're about to throw up.
You can't even see it, but I'm like, is it f***ing just me, or is it like really hot in here? You don't think so? Dude, I'm like f***ing like burning
The
up.
boy is glistening.
You want to go outside for a little bit?
Okay, guys, so
Yeah, take a moment.
I would take
You
a
need to
break right now and go sit outside, but Susan just texted me and said that they're gonna be locking up the prison soon. So we're just gonna head over to the death chamber to do our Estes method.
Get us done with as
I
quickly
straight
as
up feel
possible.
like I could. Dude, you can't even see on here. I'm f***ing sweating
Well,
like a
the
motherfucker, and it is
light on
fucking
your end
50
is so
degrees
bright
outside.
right in your face.
And I'm like, I feel like I could throw up. We haven't eaten. Like,
I know we say this a lot, with places being the scariest places, but I mean, this place was definitely one of the scariest places I've ever been to. I mean, a lot of the spirits you're coming into contact with are spirits of murderers, dangerous people. And there were just so many loud noises, bangs. The spirit talker was just spitting out accurate information. I mean, lethal injection stuff. There's no explanation for it other than we were talking to the prisoners.
I can't remember the last time I've been this on edge in an investigation. It would have to be the Garnet House, which we recently released. Connor and I were sweating bullets. We were saying, I don't know how long I can actually stay in here. This thing like wants us, it wants to attack us, it wants to hurt us. Like, this thing was really, really on us at all times. And that's when, I mean, we probably shouldn't have done this, but that's when we decided we needed to do the Estes. Now, with the Estes, once again, you're calling out to anything to come speak with you. And we went to do it in the death chamber, right next to a bed where over 40, I can't remember, 50 people were put to death. It's the original bed, pillow, everything. So just watch this footage. It's really disturbing footage. It doesn't even look like me. I personally don't remember anything that happens next. But yeah,
like you went full
this
channel.
is where it gets
Hey everybody, it's Colin here. Thank you for watching today's video. Hello to all the new
By the way, I would
subscribers, and
record
hello
this
to the
last
rest
night,
of our
but,
beautiful,
I
wonderful
don't know what
spooky
happened.
family.
They
As you know,
didn't-
every single week here on the channel, we give away a free gift bag to one lucky
didn't air
viewer.
when they were supposed to air, and I think it took them like an extra hour or more before they finally got on track. All right.
Stay spooky.
Here we go.
Okay guys, so as you can see in this episode, we've been given very special privileged access
Very few people get in
to
here.
be able
yeah.
to investigate the
As,
actual
everything about this place has
goddamn
been
death
wild.
chamber. This is where over 50
since they opened that dang door.
murderers and hardcore criminals were put to death. And what's even more eerie about all this is this is the original mattress, these are the original straps, and this is the original pillow that these people died on. I mean, you can't get more f***ing hardcore than that, I don't think. We can't actually lay on the bed or do anything like that because this is a museum piece. And, God, dude, I gotta say, it feels evil in here. Dude, I have a headache in here, man. I'm like,
that pressure is
getting
not
sicker.
neck pressure now, which means as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna take a rest myself. I've got some other stuff I need to get done yet tonight.
Sicker by the second in here, but I do wanna get some answers. But I'm like, I feel so like just stomach like gaggy, like I'm fucking. God, I feel horrible. Okay, man, let's do this. What was that?
All right,
Leave.
it's me again,
Real quick already.
Connor, or James.
I did nothing.
I want to know
I cleaned up.
what's going on tonight. What made you switch up?
You better. You. Flashing news.
So what happened? Why are you so mad tonight?
Arwen.
Can you tell me who this is?
Oh, do you see me?
There's somebody walking outside.
Ha ha ha. Tell me a joke.
You didn't like when the girls were in here earlier. What happened?
Yes, I did.
You did like when the girls were in here?
Sexual battery.
Is that what they killed you for?
What the? Dude, I'm feeling f***ing like a hand around the back of my neck. My palms.
What's your name?
I've been up all night. I killed more than 11. The number.
So was it you that was making the girls feel bad earlier? Susan and Tammy?
I don't like you.
Why don't you like me? What did I do?
You.
I feel weird, dude. This doesn't feel right. What's your problem? I just came to hang out.
Humanity. Too much.
I'm just here.
Bitch wife.
Can you tell me what happened to you?
1,000 deaths ahead. The Oracle. You don't have a choice. I'm already inside.
Inside of what? Did they let you out today?
I'll burn your Bible.
Ooh.
Can you feel me playing?
Yeah. I can. Feels pretty heavy in here.
Hits to the chest.
Can you tell me when you died?
The mountains. Why are you alive?
I don't know. That's a hard question. Can you tell me how long you were here for? There's somebody moving shit around outside.
I own you now.
No,
12.
You don't own me. I'm protected.
I'm taking over control.
No, you're not.
Your films suck.
That's not nice.
That's not sound friendly of you.
Jump off a cliff.
I want to know what switched up today. Are you mad that they
Charles.
opened the door?
Give me lithium, please. James.
Yep, that's me. Can you answer my questions?
Florida and Georgia. If there's one thing I'll say,
Say it. listen.
I hope you suffer.
Why? What did I do to you?
Need victims.
Are you just evil?
You'll get to suck God's nipple earlier.
What the f?
Stupid bitch.
I just want to know why you're so angry today. We came here with good intentions.
Robbing.
We came here with good intentions. We just wanted to talk and hang out and joke around like we usually do. But today you decided to get angry and take over Susan. Why'd you do that? Are you trying to affect Colin right now? No f***ing way. No f***ing way. Did you just turn off my light? Alright, I don't like what you're doing.
Dude, I'm saved. I am getting... Dude, I don't know what's going on right now outside, but I have chills. You can probably see all my hairs on end. That nausea came back like a wave just now.
I feel like this is...
I feel like there's something...
This is getting too much. Is there anything else you have to say?
I don't care about you, your friends, your life.
Alright, we're gonna get going then.
Alright, bye-bye.
Dude. We need to get out of here.
Why?
You started acting funny.
Huh?
You started acting funny. You started like twitching and shit. I'm like doing weird things with your mouth. And then it killed my battery. The camera battery's about to die. We need to go.
Dude, I feel really
I do too, dude. And you haven't heard all the shit that's going on out here. Alright, I'm cutting.
Boys better have cleansed before you left there.
As this
Just
SS method
saying.
went on, this
That was
was
some
one of
weird
the
intensity
most
there.
unsafe I've ever felt during an SS method. I mean, I saw something come over Colin. I'd never seen him act like that before, and then
Yeah,
all
that
the
was a little
like, just
much
terrible
for him.
things that they were saying in the SS method. I was actually
I hope
like
you
scared
suffer.
for
Well,
our lives, and I
nah,
didn't want to be
F
there
you,
anymore.
and,
This place is
if you're
definitely
that's your
one of
kind
the
of attitude,
scariest
you go
places
sit in
you
that
can
room
ever
and
go
suffer
to for
by yourself
paranormal
for a
activity.
while.
And I don't know if I want to go back, but I guarantee that we will end up going back.
Faded.
Nope. Okay. So after the Estes, I felt nauseous. I felt like I was going to throw up in the prison. I actually told Connor, I need to get outside now because I feel like I'm going to throw up. We hadn't eaten anything weird all day. Connor felt fine. I was sweaty. I was getting so overwhelmed. It was like in me. And you can see in the footage, my jaw starts dropping. Like I stop really giving answers. My voice sounds different. That's the craziest Estes session that I've ever done because of how I felt. And the fucked up part is I don't remember any of that. I told Connor immediately, I don't remember what just happened. We had to take a break before we went and got our equipment. That was, yeah, it really changed my mind and my opinion on how all of this works and how dangerous it can be sometimes. But speaking of all of that, one of the people that was with us that night actually did an energy cleansing on me immediately afterwards, and it was really, really crazy. She had me visualize a ball of white light going all around my body while she was moving her hands, and I felt like I could feel it. It was going up my legs, up my arms. I got goosebumps. In the middle of it, I started crying. Connor and I said, oh, we should have filmed that to show you guys, but this was like something that I needed. And while she was doing this energy cleansing on me, I kept seeing this flash of what looked like Nosferatu mixed with Marilyn Manson. This evil demon-like creature staring at me. And that was haunting because I was visualizing this white light and it was like a photograph kept flashing in my eyes. I don't know if that was around me or if she was trying to cleanse it and it wouldn't let go. I don't really know. But I do have to say, in Nevada State Prison is the scariest prison we've ever been to.
I wonder
hard to
if
beat
that
places
was
like Brushy
the
and Missouri State
quotes
Penitentiary, but
entity that
holy shit was that
pretends to
absolutely
be
terrifying.
selling.
And I know Susan wants us to come back and do some
'Cause
events
I
there,
know
but
that might be
I'm
still messing with
afraid to
them,
step
and
foot on
it
that
might have
property
let
again
go
because
now
of how
because of
intense
that.
that night was. But yeah, I guess that's what we want in the paranormal, but sometimes
get more than what you
that's
asked
what
for.
you get, and it's a little too much. But from here in Houston, Texas, I love you guys so much. Connor and I both do. Thank you for watching, and as always, everybody, see you next week, and stay spooky.
All right, and what we got next week? Mizpah Hotel. So they're heading back to the place. They're heading back to the hotel that was up by that school. So they did finally get in. It was delayed, so they had to make a trip back. All right, but that's going to be it for now. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all enjoy. Do check out the link down below if you want to check out all the rest of their content on their channel. But also if you want to check out my socials and also check out my merch store, which features more of this lovely gear. Matter of fact, this shirt just came in the mail, so I actually have it physically now. But that's going to be it for now. Thank you all again for watching. We'll see you all next time. Pleasant dreams.